should I put my mug? Probably here, yeah. Alright. So let's see what's going on. Now you can see it. Okay, fine. Put it here. Yeah, this is a pretty famous system actually. They got it this way. Okay. Okay. Well, top 10 wars. D195. I just keep playing this. A little bit surprising. Geary has a little bit of an advantage. 94, 93, 95 coming in. Nakamura is playing my Khan. It's kind of nice. Hello, how are you, Mr. General SVR? Mood is good. Hopefully everybody is okay. Andromeda, hey guys, wishing you good year, good celebrations. Yeah. Okay. So Sadvani Blusatorov, white is clearly better. We do have some sort of a London here. Famous line in the Slav, Fabiano, probably a little bit better. Vasily Grafers Peugeot, some preparation, Italian, F5 is coming. This is kind of weird stuff. What else we got in lower boards? Ooh. They don't show this game. Oh yeah, they did, okay. So that's Shmanov and Medyarov. Lazavik beat Carlsen, but it's not actually Lazavik beating Carlsen, it's about Carlsen self-destructing. It's absolutely obvious. Grishuk Petrosian. Grishuk is just better, no? It's just perfect Slav from black. Alright, this is another famous Archangel. Dick versus Boo. Boo is playing. I didn't even see him. Wow, cool. Yeah, there are actually some Chinese guys in this tournament. Yeah, a little bit better for white. Pretty standard. Mamedov is playing, cool. Lenderman kicked ass yesterday, yeah, some games. Yeah, this is pretty good opening against Lenderman. Force him to do some wild things. He's an extremely solid player. You want such solid players to bring them into the big fight. Yeah. With Theodoro, Nepo. Nepo has absolutely nothing, I think. Where is Ivanchuk, by the way? I don't see Ivanchuk. Right, hold on a second. Let me get the boards. 31. All right. No, that's 30. Yeah, that's 31 plus. Martirosyan, Safarli, Niemann, Donchenko, Volakitin, Likwan, Kaparin. Ah, there is Ivanchuk. How is Vasil doing? I think he's a little bit better. Yeah, but black has a lot of compensation. Paired bishops, open files, weak king, f5, f4 is coming. Yeah, black is extremely active. Alright, so let's go back here. What did I miss? Clean, easy navigating C. Okay. Robson versus Arjun Sharp, but Arjun is in prep. Hey Nimzo, what's up? Magnus is not a chess player anymore, he's a businessman. He is both. But you have to understand that, you know, he will always remain like super top player because it's just in the blood. Yeah, it's after many decades of playing, training, it goes into your blood. So he is natural. He's not going to be, you know, following the modern theory so much. He's not going to be studying chess so much, but his feel for the game, the intuition, the calculation will suffer a little bit, but everything else will remain very strong. So the decline started, but, you know, we're not going to see the drastic effects. It's going to be a slow thing. All right. We can see the same decline in Naka, for example. Yeah. In Fabi, yeah, 34, 35, 36 is like already a small decline. Yeah, it becomes a little bit more obvious after they hit 40, but okay, we don't want to talk about it. I saw 50 move rule in the Naka game, yeah, of course, and it happens all the time. It's nothing surprising. Happens even in the classical games. All right, so what are we looking at? I want to see Naka's Khan. Sindarov plays a3 against Naka, and against me he plays like best line in Title Tuesdays. But against Naka he plays this. I'm shocked. I'm absolutely shocked. Alright. F4, C5, E5. Yeah, knight D5 looks very logical. C4 is a big fight. Makes sense actually. Yeah, you might want to give up the bishop, open the G file for rook. I mean, nice game for white, yeah. But if you leave, then black has this bishop. Okay. Wow. Okay. Well, it's gonna be sharp. Difficult to say who is better. I would say that I would bet my money on Naka here. Although his king kind of open, but the bishop and the rook kind of compensate for it. If you can castle and put the rook on g8, black is just winning, yeah. But it's not going to be happening. So what's going on here? Yeah, plus 1.5 after the opening is a huge win for white, obviously. Wow. Yeah, this looks wrong. This looks extremely wrong. What did I miss? Somebody follows, somebody subscribes. Who? Oh, follows. Thanks. All right. So yeah, 97 like doesn't seem correct. F4. Well, E5 is very human, but then it's a problem. How do you get rid of this bishop? Yeah, but it is very human. Pass protected pawn, space, etc., etc. Knight D5 is inhuman, but makes a lot of sense also. Yeah, human, but then bishop b4, yeah. Oh, bishop c5. Bishop c5 is wrong. So Sadvani, after having good run yesterday, he kind of not doing so good in this game. Oh, I keep forgetting. Magnus is not in the leaders. He is playing on the first board, like yesterday I showed you guys, yeah. But his score is terrible, yeah. He's just playing on the first board because he's Magnus. And that's why he's getting these opponents, okay? It's kind of like, actually they should actually put him back with everybody, okay? Because right now what this feels like, it's a board of shame, yeah? First board of shame for Magnus, not first board of honor, all right? And he is extremely uncomfortable with that. I mean, he's a professional, he will play, but the feeling sucks, you know? Yeah, there is a camera crew setup, but you must understand, he is like he's at 50%. He's like one whole point behind the leaders, and he's sitting here on the first board. It's like board of shame, man. You were hoping that I'll come back for the Yes for Rapid and Blitz if you want to throw in some expenses, covering my expenses for the trip and for the lodging and for the meals. I would probably play, yeah, why not? But you know, right now we are in the negative bank account, and I don't know how I'm gonna pay rent in a week. So I'm not flying to New York, you know, anytime soon. All right. Video has video feeds like Bourse15. Okay. I probably should put a goal like, you know, can I get some money for rent? Yeah. Should I do that? All right, I'll do it tomorrow. Yeah. I'll have to put it tomorrow. $94. Well, this structure is a little bit better for white. I like how white actually didn't castle and left his rook here, because obviously black wants to hit everything here. The point is, if black takes on e5, then take, and then black king is open. Black's whole point is to play g5, but you're gonna lose this pawn. Sort of. So black is actually calculating that, I'm pretty sure. But if white managed to hold on to some squares, then all these things will become weaknesses. All right. So that's why white is better. You might consider playing bishop f8 to play g5. But the problem then, like there's always knight d6 and b4 coming. Yeah. I mean, I think I think b4 is coming next move actually. And then knight d6, and there is like this whole thing coming out. So the idea is b4 you take and don't take, but intermediate check first, so black can't recapture the bishop, and then you take, and at knight takes, and this is gone. Yeah. So advantage white for sure. What we got? Dude, this is the money tournaments. People play there for real. Yeah, they play carefully, they think. Okay, Giri misplayed his position. I thought he was much better. No time, yeah. And f5. Here. Yeah, but pretty much he had to play knight b1, knight c3, knight d5 here. If you play this and you take away the square from the knight, knight must go here. Must. Okay, he's trying to control everything. d4 is extremely surprising. Yeah, I mean, bishop d5 with the idea of f4, e4, and then setting up this trade where you get this pawn. He probably didn't want to weaken his king. Yeah, so it's extremely interesting strategic game. Black's doing fine. And he's setting up white for some attack later, obviously. Knight back. Except where's the attack, yeah? Where is the attack? The knight square is not here. You cannot play f4. You obviously cannot play this. The only time is maybe you can push this guy. This might be very, very interesting, because if white plays h4, then after g5, white king is extremely vulnerable. So h5, h4 is something I can see. Yeah? The problem is like white is coming here really fast, hitting all these things. You must not play d5. Don't play d5 in this position. You're just giving square for free. And you get the pass protected pawn, but the square is critical. Yeah, gets everything. So, interesting. I don't know. Well, looks like a draw. What else we got? This. Ooh, black is better. Oh, this is Xerxes. Yeah, I mean, Daniel has pair of bishops. Black is better for sure. I mean, not winning, but better, yeah. Right. And, oh, okay, this was the game where we have this, yeah. c1, queen d7, f5. This is critical move. You cannot allow f5, okay? You cannot allow that. Critical, now white is better, yeah. And black just take, and goes this, and it looks a draw, yeah. Black is a little worse, because weaknesses here. White has strong rooks, potential pressure, but black protects everything, trades everything, and it's gonna be a draw. Okay. Yeah, suffering for Subwani. What am I missing? Yeah, I agree. All right, so we got this game. Duda is very experienced against London, but how's his this London? Yeah, Jababa London. Unclear. Apparently first line. Yeah, I think this London is fine for black. Queen b6, b4. Okay, interesting. Yeah, Sivian is original also. Yeah, I like the way Sivian plays and thinks chess. Yeah, good, solid foundation plus original thinking. He's like Aronian, except younger. So, okay, not exactly Aronian. Aronian is like extremely tricky. He's like has one of the most unique styles in chess. Like I don't recall anybody playing this exactly the same way, with such great understanding of chess and yet such nature for setting up all those cheapos and not cheapos, serious traps, you know. The guy is playing like unbelievable chess, yeah. Very unique. Unique chess. Alright. How's Fabi doing? Splendidly. Vasily Graf. Very interesting position. Nice square for the knight, nice pawn, but pair of bishops. This king is a little bit weak and it's actually extremely double-edged. Yeah, black has to put the bishop here to have access to the square. But it's extremely double-edged, yeah. Alireza is finally... Wait, it says he is worse in this position. How come he is worse here? He was better. Alright, better. Oh, he took with the rook. My god, why would you take with the rook, man? It's crazy. I mean, knight f5 is so logical. Even the beginner player would play it, yeah? Open the queen, go with the queen, knight goes next to the king, prevents bishop e3. Like, how can you take with the rook? It's like, my god. How can you take with the rook, man? Jesus. I mean, it's not bad, but... Okay, this is kind of weird. Yeah, this is seriously weird. Yeah, this should be like automatically considered. This moves like this. The problem is that you have this rook coming. Another problem, the rook is trapped, yeah, because you cannot leave this file. Rook goes here, mating attack. And this, and rook is trapped, yeah. It's kind of crazy, actually. Yeah, and for the mere pawn, white gets absolutely everything. But if you don't take this pawn, what do? You have to play this. Alright, but this is advantage white for sure. Alright, d4, he wants to block the bishop, keep this bishop. Should kind of make sense. But black misses tactics again. Yeah, he misses this. And black's fine. Crazy. I mean, I'm with the computer, obviously, I see all this, but... Whoa, rook f4, I like this. I like the thinking. Petrosian exchange sacrifices. If you guys don't know what that is, look up those games, okay? Famous stuff. But it's not enough here, yeah? Not enough. But extremely well played. I like this game. Alright, Ergasi versus Robson. This is the problem when you play lines like this. You get lost position after move 13, which is crazy. For Ergasi especially. This is actually unbelievable. He's lost. Wow. After 13 moves, the Super Grandmaster is lost. Why? Because you do not remember everything and you get caught in a prep. And sometimes if you play sharp chess and you bluff, you get burned. Alright? Excellent example. Excellent example. What else we got? Um, Now he likes to play sharp positions, but in this case he went into the sharp line, which he didn't remember. And Robson actually is one of the world's specialists in this line. Okay, Robson plays the Slav, this gambit like forever. I remember. Obviously, you know, Erigesi doesn't have a lot of experience playing Ray, but Ray is first extremely tactical. Second, he is extremely aggressive. And third, he knows his lines, okay? So that's why, you know, you see this game where, you know, 2800 ELO player is lost after 13 moves, okay? Although it's kind of weird that Ray has only 37 seconds on his clock. This is kind of weird, to be honest. Yeah, you cannot touch this knight because bishop is coming and then it's mate, yeah? So a5 is the only move. But after rook d1, how does black, you know, white just wants to develop and pair of bishops. Everything is equal. Black king is weak. I mean, lost completely. They still playing. White was kind of symbolically better because bishop kind of more aggressive, hits critical points. This bishop is protective, but this is aggressive bishop. All right, so a little bit better for white. Extremely tiny. Lazarek Dubov draw. Come on. Come on, guys, don't be lazy. Play chess, man. Oh, I like this. Black is going for the attack. Nice. I love to see Grishuk attacking. And the engine actually fully supports it. Why? Because it's a reverse London and black controls all the squares and he can just, yeah, knight g5. You know, I would love to play g5, g4 here. Kind of knight is in the way. The engine suggests rook h6. To be honest, I have no idea why. No idea. I mean, the idea is obviously to play rook g6, but what's the threat? Yeah. Take, take. Kind of weird. Yeah. Bishop b8 and queen here is more logical. Yeah, set up the battery. Oh, I like this game. Nice. Boring. It's kind of exciting. All right, we saw this exciting game, right? Yeah, that's how you beat the Lenderman, pretty much. You have to catch him in line like this. He has no clue what to play. And it's extremely concrete here. You can't just play general solid moves here with black, which is what Lenderman loves to do. And he's completely lost. Nice. All right, we got anything interesting? So, Wesley, how's he doing, by the way? Wesley is worse. Wesley's playing Chababa London. Oh my god. Oh my god, come on. Bishop here, what? The whole point of the London system was to keep this bishop here. Why would you want to play bishop e3, man? This is crazy. This shows me that this guy does not play London system a lot, okay? That fact alone tells me, because now this bishop is bad, okay? Holy fuck, what the fuck? The hell is this? King and queen in the starting squares. After 20 moves, black is better. Oh my god, yeah. Modern chess, gentlemen. Welcome to modern chess, okay? Yeah, it's kind of funny. Alright, this is nice position. Boris playing against this kid. And Boris is playing. Oh, this is the Grunfeld reversed. Alright. Grunfeld reversed, except that white plays. Yeah, okay, yeah, it's Grunfeld reversed. But white gets an extra tempo. crazy position, to be honest. Yeah, he cannot take this, yeah, because rook to e4. E4, nice. And that's how we arrived at this. Okay, if the queens are traded, white's advantage is obvious, yeah? Uncoordinated rooks, weakness, bishop comes here, hits this guy. But he cannot take with the queen because double attack, yeah? So the endgame is guaranteed. Boris has more time. And I think he'll be on autopilot here. He should win this normally. He should normally win this. It's not going to be easy though, yeah. A5, king here, rook goes here. This knight doing a lot of things, protecting everything. And this knight is kind of on the rim, so maybe not so simple actually. Alright, let's go back. What's going on? Magnus winning, obviously. I am in France. Je suis la France. I'm not France. On France. Guys, Kramnik is in Switzerland. Do your homework before you spew some bullshit, man. Who cares, man? I don't care who wins, who loses. I like to see good games. That's all I care about. Alright? Results is irrelevant. Unless you're playing. Unless it's me playing. Yeah, me playing, and then obviously, you know, if I'm playing for the prize, then it's obviously very relevant. But since I'm not playing in this tournament, you know, I don't give a damn about who wins it. But I like to see good games. That's kind of important, man. Okay, it's absolutely one for whites. Why wasting time on this game? Draw. Okay, Naroditsky is better. This is actually extremely dangerous position for white in the blitz game. Because once the bishops come out, the queen comes out, it's like white is lost, yeah? So white has extra pawn, but he needs to stop the activity. And even then, the question is how far the pawns can go, yeah? So the engine suggests black is better, I agree. Because this is killer bishop, passive bishop, king is in danger, queen is coming here, here. Like if queen arrives here, like white is toast. Alright. So Aronian is getting outplayed. Nice. Let's see what happens. Queen b2, okay. Apparently not correct. And yeah, you have to take with the knight, you have to eliminate this guy. This guy is what makes white's position here good. No attack. White managed to keep pair of bishops. You guys see how strong this bishop is, yeah? Extremely strong. Takes a lot of squares, hits the king. And this pawn provides this very nice square for the rook. So white is strategically close to winning. Alright, good game by Geary. Nice job. Aronian didn't get his position where he could create murky stuff with a lot of traps. Yeah, this is pretty solid, straightforward, strategic game. This bishop is pretty bad. And Aronian is left with a passive defense, which he absolutely hates. Yeah, good job by Geary. Good job. All right, so they just agreed on a draw. It's called saving energy. Okay, saving energy, getting some rest before the next game, checking other games out. You know, getting some useful intel. Nice. And Ray made a mistake somewhere. Queen c5 immediately with the idea of queen h5 check, but okay, it's not obvious, yeah. Well, he wanted to stop the castling, obviously. g6 must be played, and now is a big question, yeah. Actually, it's not so clear, I agree. Oh, Ray found the best move, man. Jesus. The guy's a monster. Yeah, White probably should just grab this knight, pair of bishops, and try to create threats. Not allowed. If black comes out, you know, this knight needs to be eliminated, yeah? Queen d6 first, because there is rook d8. Stops rook d8, stops knight e7, makes a lot of sense, by the way. Rook e8, here, take. Okay, some chances for black, yeah. It's not easy to break through. Everything's protected. Knight is actually doing a good job here. Yeah, tricky Regacy, yeah. Hoping for this, but... He took, oh my god. Rook d8 immediately. Immediately. White is in trouble. My god, you were correct. Jesus. Bishop f5, huge threat. Yeah, he's gonna just lose, yeah. Yep, 97, rook e8. Black is winning. You're correct. Yep, Ray is blundering. See, one thing about Regacy is that his calculation is still extremely strong. That's how he survives these positions, yeah. And Ray is not accurate enough. Okay, especially in time trouble. All right. Yeah. Well, Regacy is extremely tricky and resourceful. That's how exactly he became 2800 player. You don't become 2800 elo player winning open tournaments without having this extra, you know, extra something. All right, what we got here? Duda, Sivian. Duda is outplayed the young Padawan in this shitty London. White. Yeah, 97, and the knight is coming here, yeah. Yep. Yeah, you need to get rid of this knight immediately now. And he can't, yeah. The only way to do that is knight d2, and the knight was here. Why the fuck would he put this knight here? I have no idea. Probably he was hoping for knight c5, yeah. Wow, black can just take this pawn. Extra pawn. Critical pawn, because... Alright. Duda is very strong in these positions. Yeah, I played him so many games in London system, and he keeps outplaying me like in the middle game, and I realized that I probably shouldn't play London against him. He's just too good in this stuff. Why? Because, you know, he's been practicing with this other Polish guy. Remember that guy? He is GM. Oh my god, Pakleza, right? Pakleza. And Pakleza plays London whole life, yeah. So free training for him. Yeah, I think they like specifically train against me sometimes. Against my London. So he trained well. Now this shows actually. Yeah, Krana should have won. Winning. Medyarov beat Shimanov. Medyarov is actually very strong. This is actually good for black, but you need how to play this, okay? This is wrong. The standard setup is rook here, rook here, and then you wait for white to play d5, take, nothing happens, yeah? So, Slav is rook c8 and queen b6, like always, not the knight. This is wrong. Queen here does not belong either. But okay, still playable. See, he now has to play queen d7. Why? Because he neglected the normal development. Yeah, queen on b6, very strong. He missed d5, winning. Wow. And you never do this with black, because now your pawns are weak. There is nothing here. Like, I don't know, Shimanov's probably drunk playing this game. He's relying on his tactical ability to get out of problem, which works sometimes, but oh my god. Okay, it's very hard to see, yeah, but after g6, black is just fine, yeah. If you take, there is check and recapture. And then bishop goes here, and black is fine. So Mamediaro had winning position, but screwed up. Alright, happens. Grishuk wins. We saw this, yeah. Oh, remember this? Bishop b8? Yeah, that's what we discussed, remember? In this position. You know why? Because I played the Grishuk, this sort of stuff. Slav, he played like me. He played my system, and I played with white. I had no idea what to do. And he also played bishop b8, and he likes, you know, sort of go for an attack here. So I saw this, and I just, you know, I just exchanged stuff and I offered a draw, and he agreed. Yeah, but look at this, yeah. Queen g5. This g3 is absolutely horrible. Like, why would he play g3 even? My god. Just grab the pawn, lose everything. Jesus, what is this game? That's not a grandmaster playing white, yeah? That's an imposter. Vanderman lost. Okay, expected. Wesley is actually getting outplayed by this Uzbek guy. Impressive. Prague got thanks, man. Yeah, I just took take a look at Wesley. Alright, let's not be like fanboys of Verghese, okay? He's playing well. But yeah. So remember we went and saw this game like 10 moves ago? Black was better, yeah? And I said it was more in chess. And then you need to be extremely precise. That's the problem. Yeah, that's the problem with these guys like Andy. Yeah, they feel like, you know, they're cool, they're strong, they believe in themselves, but impatience, yeah, lack of practice, lack of this approach where you steadily improve, calculate, do your exercising stuff, yeah, and also nerves. I heard that this guy nerves like no good. If you don't have nerves of steel in chess, you're not gonna win. All right. I mean, you might win. You can. Gata man, subscribe with Prime, dude. Thanks, man. All right. Okay. So what I'm saying is that in chess you need to have this mental toughness, which like Fabi, yeah. He's mentally tough. Yeah, his problem is that this toughness breaks or is tested. That's the correct word. Yeah, is tested to the limits when he gets into the time trouble, and that's when he blunders. Okay, so if you know your nerves are not good, don't get into fucking time trouble ever, because you will blunder and you will blame yourself and you'll just do horrible things. Okay, so don't do that. All right. So this is definitely not the right move. This bishop sucks, okay? This knight is beautiful. Hits everything. Why would you want to trade this knight? First of all, all right? Second of all, if you want to do this, play this and then take with the rook, okay? And then if you win this pawn, the pawn chain comes and black wins. And second, queen d6, yeah? Prepare everything, potentially even castle. But this is very bad, yeah? And he took this pawn, opened the file. Yeah, I know, there is a rule that, you know, if you don't know what to do, grab material. If you're gonna suffer, suffer for something, but not in this case. He went for this pawn, gave up this critical pawn, and more importantly, now white pieces all attacking, and look what happens in just 3 moves, yeah? It's just self-destruction on the highest level, all right? All right, so Makarian held. Impressive. Yeah, knight d3, and white just wins draw. Yeah, Gelfand couldn't win. Nice. Yeah, okay, check, draw, obviously. All right, good job defending this game, I guess. Nardiski could not win. Okay, he tried to infiltrate, but white managed to get some checks in, yeah. All right, what am I missing? Not all leaders. Ah, okay, leaders, right. Carlsen is not a leader. So let's check the let's check these boards. These youngsters draw. Donchenko, Andrei, my buddy, he's lost again. Jesus. Like one cannot win. And Zemlyansky finally put back on board 30 plus, yeah. Yeah, he did yesterday. He survived Mamidyarov, yeah? Remember that game? We all remember that. He was completely lost. And Hanin beat Ivanchuk, yeah? Oh, it's a draw. Oh, good job, Vas. Good job, Vasily. You held this. It was extremely dangerous position. Extremely dangerous position. Yeah, black is... I would prefer to play black here, obviously. Yeah, and I don't know why he didn't play a 5 f4, so natural. Lots of sacrifices, rook comes here, it's just crazy attack, man. You know, in a classical game, f5 is like automatic move, okay? Automatic. You don't give a fuck about this pawn. You want to hit this, use the fact that white doesn't have the y-squared bishop, alright? And hit this as hard as you can. This plays positional chess, but gives Vasily a chance, okay? So, trade. Oh, Vasily just went knight c7. Actually, that makes sense. Yeah, put the knight here. Force the trade of the bishop. Then worse is behind. Okay, why not? See, knight and pawn neutralizes white's queen side completely, yeah? Passive. But white has 2 extra pawns to suffer for this. So, objectively it's equal. Practically, it's extremely difficult to play. Yeah, and black just forces the draw, yeah? Yeah, he can play for a win probably, but he just wants to force the draw. 92, beautiful. And just draw. Actually, a very nice game by this Hanin guy. Yeah. Alright, how's Bortnik doing? You can't really win this. Oh, white's knight is in danger. Oh, this is actually extremely interesting. He's trying to prevent king from coming and cut off this knight. Extremely interesting endgame. Yeah, but it's impossible to catch this knight without allowing the king to come, yeah? The bishop moves, king here, and then just probably checks, yeah? Yeah, this looks like a draw. Laurent Farcinet lost with white, man. All right, let's go back to our boards 1. See what's going on. And I told you, yeah, extremely double-edged position, and Varshia lost. Wow. We were looking at this position, right? Remember this? And it looks like better for white, but better bishops. And let's see how the world's top player with white couldn't survive this. Luft, at the same time also potential softening up of white's king side. Opening the bishop, but you kind of want to put the knight there, yeah? And this is wrong. Yeah, you need to get rid of this bishop immediately. You can't allow this bishop to stay, yeah. There's something wrong with this move. Yeah, I mean, h3, he was probably afraid of this sack, I guess. But there is this thing, yeah. Oh, and queen g2. Because you cannot take the rook. It's a win, yeah. You must. And this, and there is mate. And h3, wow. And white is just lost, yeah. White is lost. Knight g4 is nowhere. And this king is like in the mating zone. See how this pair of bishops operate? Black is winning. Boom. Boom. He's trying to survive, but now this queen side falls. And he blunders everything, yeah. Yeah, he must play king h2. No, yeah, and it just takes a knight. Wow, okay. Okay, Alireza won. Remember this game? He sacked the exchange. Advantage, huge advantage white, obviously. But white needs to know how to play this, yeah. And Antipov is extremely nervous guy. Yeah, his mental toughness not present in this guy. Yeah. You know what they say, like the best test of the way of who you are and how you do is like when putting yourself in a stressful situation. So white is like winning here. So he's doing a good job actually. But something happened. Oh, wrong bishop move. Holy fuck. That's just that difference, that's it. Just that. Equal. Bishop e1 wins, bishop d1 loses leech. f6 here. Oh, he probably blunders something. King e3. Oh, Alireza playing white. Excuse me. Okay, that makes a lot more sense now. Sorry. Yeah, because white is like playing absolutely brilliantly. Zero chance for black. Wow. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Look at the women's. What do you mean look at the women's? We all like looking at the women. Yeah. Oh, you mean the games? I'm sorry. Okay. Sorry. Sure. Okay. I'm bad. Yeah, I know. Okay. I mean, that's why guys actually like to have women tournaments. That's why this tournament is so popular, because like hundreds of women also at this tournament. Most of them are single. Okay. And you have something to discuss, yeah? You can discuss chess, like play games. You don't play bottle games, you play chess games, yeah? All right. Anyway, all right, let's see. Where's the women? Okay, let's use this one. Rapid women. What? Which boards are this? Wow, we have IM. First boards. Cool. Oh, maybe Jun is like Magnus, honorary first board. I have no idea. Well, Tanjungi everybody knows. I know this. I don't know this. I know this. I don't know that. I know Kosteniuk. I don't know this one. I recall these vaguely. Shvalo plays Title Tuesdays often, and Lagnos sometimes. Garifulina plays a lot, I think. Uses Chukana. She doesn't play Title Tuesdays. Elizabeth doesn't play much. Gunina plays a lot of Title Tuesdays, and so is Bulmaga. Where is wait? I remember yesterday we saw that Naka's wife beat somebody. Yeah, what are the standings, man? After round 4, Lee Alice first place. Holy fuck! Nice. Skripchenko is playing. Jesus. Okay. Bodnaruk. Didn't she win last time? This tournament. Belenka is playing. Irina is not doing too well. Oh, there, yeah. 1/2, okay. Yeah, I know a lot of these names. Sabina is not doing well, 1 point. Kinda sucks. Alright. Waiting G versus Abrahamian. Cool. Alright, I'm sorry. While I respect, women players, I'm just not interested in their games at all, to be honest. Good thing I'm not an official commentator in this tournament because, you need to be impartial. Yeah, you need to look at everybody. And this way I can just focus on the men's event. Alright. Decades ago, I don't know if you guys know this or remember it. Decades ago, there was official chess website which was crowning like the most beautiful chess female. All right, but there was no such chess website for men, so women were not happy. And I think it was working, like it was up for a year or so, and then I think it shut down, but it was there like a couple decades ago. I think it was a project from this Moldavian Kachov, I think. No, that's different. Let's check. Kachov, chess, women, West. Contest. Alright, something like this, okay? Yeah, see? The man behind, yeah? Let's see if it is up. Nope, it's gone. But there is still a link to it, you see it? This is the link, okay, it's gone. But they had really nice pictures, something like this. This was young Almira, okay? Censored by boyfriend, okay, whatever. Yeah, so this is like, when was this article written? 2005, okay? 19 years ago, almost 2 decades, as I said, all right? That was the Pagonina, okay? Well, actually, nice website. It's a bit NSFW. What is NSFW? What's wrong about, you know? My God, come on, guys. Jesus. What the hell is NSF? Forget it. So when is the next round anyway? That was round 6. We have the boards. Nope. Alright, let me get the break done. These guys have a break. Your commentator needs a break too, okay? So I'm gonna get the break. I'll see you guys shortly. Okay. In 13 minutes we have next round, right? Alright. Let's check the game still. I'm just curious about a few games. Alright, this was very, very safe opening. Yeah, the big question is whether you need to include h6 or not. The idea is that you want to kind of make sure where this bishop goes. I remember I played once an idea where I put the bishop back here, and then I went to sacrifice the bishop here. But this looks logical, yeah? The bishop on e3 looks kind of dumb, to be honest. This looks logical, but the trades are okay for black. And see what the computer does, plays rook e1 and tries to get this rook here, which makes a lot of sense. Or rook here. Actually you need the rook here, so in case of this bishop leaves, you can take on f7, queen e6, and both of them are hanging. Like for example here. Okay, queen e6 is bishop d5, so bishop e6, yeah? And this is already a very tricky position. There is even better move, yeah, knight g6. Wow. Also pretty standard again. Thanks, because this rook is here, you can hit the bishop. So, this looks kind of weird. And then bishop here, like, okay. And still black is fine, yeah. So I just went for all the trades and made a draw. Okay, that kind of makes sense. So Giri beat Aronian in a nice game. Yeah, Abdusatorov converted. And Duda did not win. Wow. No, but this is completely winning. How can you not win this? My God. I mean, put the rook here, here, force the pawn here, and then you put the rook back, force the rook here, and then push e4. Now the rook cannot take it, and then two pawns and a mate, yeah? Crazy. Oh, it's a threefold repetition. Oh, he got caught in a threefold repetition. Yeah, but as I said, this, and then why not this, yeah? a5, rook d4, or rook a2. Now e4 just went, yeah? See what I said? So rook d2, the threat is rook d4, because white cannot take, yeah? Two passers, and then just dead lost. You must play this. Then you can play even this. Hitting the pawn. So you must play this, take. And this is obviously win. But you need to calculate it. Okay, check. Here. Famous thing, okay? Famous thing with the f pawn. I cannot believe Duda. Okay, wow. All right. Yeah, of course you claim threefold, and it worked, yeah. That is extremely tilting for sure. Oh my God. And it's also extremely inspiring for Sam, yeah. Because if you save position like this, you got like, man, I'm like invincible, yeah. You get that sort of feeling. And then you can like inspired go play next game. Unfortunately, it kind of works if you play the next game within like next few minutes. Yeah. The breaks they have between the games are a little bit too long. 20 minutes is enough to dissipate any positive energy you have there. So it's extremely important when you have such long breaks is like you have access to VIP room, food, drinks, possible, you know, take a little bit of, you know, lying, like on the table, on the sofa, you know, relaxing a little bit, and then it's much better. Okay, but if you have to stand, if there is nowhere to sit, it's absolutely horrible. That was like the last time I played in Moscow. That was the most horrible thing. And Magnus had only Magnus and some VIPs had access to the VIP room, and it was extremely unfair. Extremely unfair. So people complain about it. All right. All right, we saw this. Let's go down. Nice queen a6. Boo. Draw. Draw. Yeah, we saw this game, yeah. Shankland wins. Corbin actually loses. In his pet French, my god, this guy playing French all his life and he keeps losing. Okay, he is obviously... Guys, he is playing a dude named Gan Erdenj and his name is Sugar. My god, can you imagine having a name as a Sugar? Maybe in his language it's not pronounced sugar, yeah, maybe it's sugar. But he's gonna get so many. Actually, it's a nice name, yeah. I can imagine you going on a date and say, "What's your name?" I'm Sugar. Yeah. And then the response is, "I'm sure you are." Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I can see some advantages for sure. Yeah. Nogerbeck versus Nogerbeck. Hey, Gypsy. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, what we need is a match between Sugar and Sour. Yeah. There should be, if there's a man named Sugar, there must be a name named Sour. Or he can be a couple with a woman named Sour. Yeah, that would be probably even better. Okay, never mind. Silly jokes, yeah. All right. Spice. Yeah, that's... Wait, sugar and spices, is that like some kind of famous thing, right? Sugar and spice. Isn't that the reason, the whole reason why there was an expedition sent around the world to find a better route to get to India? Yeah? Yeah, I mean, that's why Columbus went, yeah? Find a shorter route to India, or wherever. With Columbus. My high school memory is bad. No, that was Magellan, right? Shah is Shay, which means tea in Arabic. Sagar Shah. Okay, but Shah is Shah, yeah? Shah is Czech. Shah is chess, pretty much. I mean, even in German, Schach, yeah? Schach is Schachspielen. So it gotta be like... I mean, Mamidiaro's name is Shah, Shahriar, yeah? But everybody calls him Shah. I mean, perfect. If you name it with a name like that, I mean, you're destined to play chess, yeah? So there's just no other way. And Shah is the king in Persian. So you're saying chess is the king. Well, it was a royal game, right? So makes absolute sense. In that case, my name is Blunder. What's your name? Blunder. James Blunder. Which is actually Jabava's nickname. Okay. I forgot what was his nickname. He played with this Blunder something. It was, I don't remember. Guys, check it out. I mean, I do remember Jabava was playing with this. James Blunder, right? That's what he's playing. That's his nickname. His stream name or something. Shachmat checkmate because Shah to the king. Who's getting mated? Okay, right. Makes sense. Yeah, I remember like a couple of years ago, we watched this movie with my wife about chess history or something. Chess.com made that movie. Remember? Yeah, it was kind of disappointing to be honest. So maybe you've seen it. I don't know. I was kind of disappointed. They could have done a better job. Well, apparently Shachmat is in Persian or something. This guy believed, yeah. This guy just explained it. Anyway, so this was Kobian's game, and what happens? He's actually doing okay here. Oh, but then knight a4, of course. You have to follow it up, yeah. And white must play b3. Stop this knight a4. It's actually equal still. So how can you lose this? I mean, knight f8 is very passive. Alright, the passer. If my black gets knight to a4, he is better. Okay, not better, but not worse. Knight c3. So this is dead draw, yeah? How the hell do you lose this? Oh, knight d6. Oh, that's how you get in. Nice. And apparently a blunder. Why you cannot just stand? Why white cannot stand? Oh, because knight is going to c2, block the pawn, protect this pawn, and then king and a pawn gonna really hammer this king. And whenever the knight moves, knight goes to b4. Man, this was unexpected actually. And black is lost. Black is lost. Yeah, knight on b5 is even better than on c2, obviously. Well, black is just lost here. Holy fuck. Zugzwang. Holy fuck. If somebody told me this endgame... Yeah, he allowed king to b4, yeah? He allowed king to b4. Don't allow king to go to b4. But if you play like this... You must play this. Okay, this is how you make a draw. Yeah, because your knight protects this guy. And then you immediately remove this king back, push him back, knight protects this pawn, and knight can protect this pawn. Absolutely critical. And the threat is king a5. So that's the only way. Here, knight c6. And if you play knight b5, it's just... And now black is winning. Wow, okay. See guys, looks simple, and yet there is so many nuances here, yeah? And black must be extremely careful here. There's only one way to draw this game. You need to play this and stop this pawn. And also black can win this, apparently. If white takes too many risks, because these pawns are coming and the king is here. So knight to f5 is the only move. Wow. Okay. So, and then you tell me endgames are boring. I mean, like, look at this. It looked like the simplest endgame in the world, and we ending up in this crazy shit. Alright? Like, what the fuck? Yeah, you must stop this. You must... And it's a race, yeah? It's the only move. This. There's knight e3, check and queen. So, race. And white gives a perpetual, yeah? Yeah, it's a perpetual. And you must give the perpetual this way, along this checking spree, because you don't have the lock, yeah? Man. Oh, it started. Okay, let's go. Exactly. You should keep playing for sure. Alright, so we have Jababa London. Nope. Oh, we got this. Okay, Carlsbad reversed, yeah. But with the bishop on d6, bishop goes to g5 here. A little bit better for white. Should be a fun game. Narditsky versus Abdusatorov, yeah. They played each other so many times. Magnus playing actually Philidor. Okay, fun. Geary using his 100-page analysis book, and we are in a position which I'm pretty sure he knows and analyzed. Eric Gacy still playing extremely aggressively, and it's also a very valid way of playing, especially with the pawn on h6, because the square is now kind of either this knight goes, but probably this knight goes, or tries to get g6, or I don't know. You know, it's very difficult for white, for black now to castle here, because, and white can still play actually king f1, king g2, because in Carlsbad this is actually a good thing to have. All right, because then you potentially have the superior pawn structure if you prepare this. Normally black plays f5 and stop this, okay? But with the pawn on g4, you can already kind of break through here. So this is extremely interesting position. Strategically interesting. All right, theoretical stuff. Youngsters, they should know that. Fabi is playing b5. And we ended up in the Sicilian where black saved tempo on a6. The question is this tempo critical? Because, you know, this is like Sicilian Khan, yeah? Nope. Advantage white. Why? Because pawn structure, yeah? Superior pawn structure. Knight is out of the center. White has easy development. d4, advantage white. Actually, not a bad advantage for white. Nice thinking by Shankland. Sevian versus Nakamura. Actually, Sevian is one of those players who actually plays really well against Naka. See, Naka usually plays solid chess, but against Sevian he goes for this thing. Because he cannot normally outplay Sevian. Yeah, Sevian is extremely solid. I think they made a lot of draws. In the past, Naka used to outplay Sevian in the rook endgames, bringing Sevian into the endgame and then outplaying him. But, you know, since that time, Sevian actually worked on his endgames. He's now fine. So b5, critical stuff, yeah. And also they can take both knight and the pawn here. So the point is, you stop c4 and black prepares this pawn advance and break through if white goes e5, yeah. No bishop b7. That bishop is going to a6 pretty much automatically. So Fischer's attack, yeah, I call it Fischer attack. It's like, should be called kid attack, but I think, you know, I usually, the line stays in my memory based on some famous guy playing games with it. And Bobby is like most well-known person to play this. Stanis with knight g6, very famous stuff. And we're looking at this, yeah. Yeah, I think this guy played against me this line in Title Tuesdays, so he's playing same stuff he is using in Title Tuesdays pretty much. Yeah, I think it was knight h4, knight d7. It's all analyzed, obviously. So Brandon is in the prep. 15 minutes. Duda is not prepared. If you don't know this line, it's very easy to get worse position with white because strategically black is doing fine. Superior pawn. Yeah, more coverage, a lot of squares for the knights, have open file, active knight pressuring this pawn, absolutely incredible. Good opening for, yeah, queen g6, knight f5, okay, here. And you see the evaluation, black is already better because these are weaknesses, okay? Weaknesses. Black has also a very simple plan. Bishop here is much better than on g7. Prevents c5, keeps squares here. So black is better, okay? Very interesting. Mediatov, I hate Italian game. Ooh, this sugar guy playing Grishuk. Yeah, this is very old line. Extremely dangerous for black. Which is why I don't play knight c6 a lot. This is very old line, and Grishuk knows all the best, all the old lines, for sure. Yeah, Sindarov likes to play this. Like a lot of Uzbeki players, they play this accelerated dragons sort of stuff. I'm curious though. Yeah, that's how I play against a lot of these guys also. And normally they play like a5, bishop here, knight d7 or something. a6, yeah, this, yeah, I remember they played something like that too. Yeah, it's just very safe for white, yeah, for sure. Very, very safe. But if black gets like bishop here, knight like something on c4, he's better. Okay, so it's a strategic risk for white because this pawn structure is not that great. So, Pranav. The hell is this? Some kind of a... Oh, this is some kind of new stuff, yeah. We saw a game like this yesterday, I remember. Knight g4, knight f2. Okay. Boo versus Nepo. Old school chess. Awesome. Nepo's a little bit worse. Should be fine. Aronian doing his Aronian things. Prague versus Lazavik. And Prague is playing London system. And... Oh, sorry, Lazavik playing London. What the... Okay, normally he doesn't play it. I don't understand why he is playing it, to be honest. I guess it's an easy opening to learn, yeah. And Prague is actually playing this line. Yeah, I noticed like a lot of people started playing this line. Just trading the bishop. No more attack. Pretty good Dutch, yeah. Looks like Nimzo Indian also. And see, black is already better. Because g5, g4, knight on h5 is actually pretty useful. Runs into f4 if you go e4. So this knight is not that bad. And black is actually better. So Prague is prepared. Prague also plays London with white, so he was probably checking for a long time what's the best line for black, and he found this. And I actually agree. Bortnik plays the same shit for black. This is also not bad, okay? Not bad. Scotch. Cool. Who are we missing? Silvani. Theory. Even I saw this. Legraf. Okay, white is playing like I do. Extremely solid. Bortnik. Already much worse, taking risks. But this is rapid, this is not blitz. You know, Bortnik's style is suited for the blitz, right? Specifically. Tricks, tactics, not obvious tricks, yeah. Sharp openings. Well suited for blitz, but not rapids. That's the critical difference. All right, Hans Niemann playing this guy. Very solid. Okay, h4. Wow. Yeah, but okay, black is also very solid. Yeah, I would think, you know, black just takes on c1, queen b8, rook c8 makes a draw. No. 94. Okay, black is playing for a win. That's good to see. Knight on e4 is actually very well placed, and then goes to d6, and then potentially to c4. Just stands here and blocks this attack. I will be very interested if f5 here actually works. Okay. On one hand, you create weaknesses, but on the other hand, it's very difficult to get rid of this knight without playing f3. But if you play f3, this whole chain becomes massively weak. All right. Ooh, Carlsen is getting hit with an attack. Yeah. G3 is very, very solid system against Philidor. Extremely solid. Also, stopping p5. Important, yeah. Knight h4. Not bad. White is demonstrating his understanding of this opening. But in spite of all of that, engine evaluation is white got nothing. Yeah, it's kind of crazy actually. Philidor is very fun, I agree. Fun. Yeah, it's kind of crazy that this is equal. The problem is, like, white has this nice central setup, but now what? Yeah, now what? The knight here is still a knight on the rim. But if you go back, then there's knight g4. Yeah, this actually is human move, but the engine doesn't like it. And black kind of wants to keep the queen here for now. And he wants to keep this pawn because sometimes this pawn goes a6, b5. Starts crawling, yeah. So black has reasonable development. Every piece has a role. No obvious weaknesses. Weaknesses apart from this pawn not being protected, which means d5 some point. It's possible, but now we have knight h5, bishop h6 potentially coming. And yeah, it's extremely difficult. I have no idea how white should play here. No idea. Crazy. All right, let's see the boards here. This is old stuff. Let's go round 7. Bluebaum, Petrosian, Svein, Hong. We see yet another bishop h7, yeah? Against red team. Everybody's playing this line. It's kind of amazing, you know, I play something and then people just copy stuff, yeah. You actually need to analyze all that stuff because very easy to get into problems. All right. Let's go back to the top boards. I think we covered everything, yeah? All right, Cronin versus Shanklin. Okay, this is... Oh, remember how Fabi got into worst position here? All right, let's see what happens. Yeah, this does not seem correct. I mean, white gets extra tempo for this thing. Yeah, looks logical, but the problem with this move is that now this pawn structure is actually not good for black. And he goes for this. 27, knight a5, and now there is critical moment, yeah? So black wants to trade the bishops, and he's Mr. Chipsky. All right, buddy. Thanks, man. Thank you, sub at tier 1. Mr. Kripsky. Sorry. For some reason I thought Chipsky reminds me of poker or something. My bad. All right, extremely interesting position. Black is playing Nimzo. White is playing Nimzo, I guess, as well. So the question is, how do you deal with this attack? Yeah. And the engine, of course, plays this. And then if rook f5, knight h7 is extremely possible, actually, because of g4, knight coming back. Yeah. This is extremely interesting position. Also, take, queen here, knight e4. Hitting everything, preventing knight a5 back. Advantage white for sure. Then a4, a5, rook b1. Hitting the knights. Black king is kind of exposed. Bishop in this position is extremely strong. He is correct to trade these guys, but this guy is still very strong, yeah. And black knights are kind of far away from the king side. If this knight was like somewhere in f5, black would be better. But the knight is on b7. So extremely interesting position, actually. Let's go for a second to Sevian. And Sevian is already better. See? Program stuff happens. White keeps the center, but c4. Thank you for resubscribing, Mr. Agnish Kuryevsky. Thanks, man. All right. So how do you deal with this? I don't have a single plan for white here, actually. Because this bishop is dead. You actually need the pawn on f4. Naka would have... You know, if Naka played normal, this b3, g3 thing, he would have gotten better position than this. I don't know why he went for this. Yeah, because his pawn is already on f4, goes f5 or something. I think it makes more sense. All right. Wow. You guys remember I told you how it's extremely dangerous position for white? Well, and actually played like this with white against somebody, probably against this actually Jacobson guy, and I think I actually lost this game. But I lost it on Title Tuesday. This is a tournament where you have $50,000 first prize. You can see the difference, right? Kind of Title Tuesday and World Rapid Championship. My God. So, white got into problems on move 21. You know what that says? That says you're not prepared for this line, man. And if your name is Duda, you should be prepared. In this tournament, everybody is a huge danger factor. All right, Mr. Firuza. Pretty equal game, even game. Giri is slightly better. No, Giri is slightly worse. It's fine. And Magnus is now better. Yeah, because white eat chips. Oh my God, thank you. Thank you, subbing for 3 months. Thanks a lot, buddy. Thanks, man. Thank you, guys. So, woof. You think we'll go deaf listening to these notifications? Nah, come on. Alright, there was some setting where we could switch it, yeah? Was it in Streamlabs or where was it? Don't remember. Wait, it was not Streamlabs, right? It was OBS somewhere. Let me check. No, I think it was in Streamlabs, yeah? Yeah, okay, give me a second, I'll try to fix it. Whatever. Hey. And what? Huh. Okay. All right. I have no idea. I'm very bad with tech. Sorry. All right, but this looks better for black already, yeah? Ooh. A big fight. Pair of bishops. Black has to open the position, but white's pair of bishops is extremely important. Let's see, how do we get there? The knight goes to e4, yeah? And knight g5, f5. And he must take with the f pawn actually, yeah? And this is actually a mistake. You see, in positions like this, one move is all the difference, yeah? White is trying to open the position, get the bishops before black consolidates. If this knight gets to f7, hits this thing, black is probably better. Guys, you see this? Knight e5, knight f7, knight e5, knight f3. What the fuck? Come on! Guys, this would be the brilliancy of the year if you saw this. The brilliancy of the year. Knight f3. Queen h6, bishop f8. And black is better. And this. Oh my god. Holy shit. Wow. Wow. Okay, two minor pieces and the d pawn on d3. And black is just better. White has no counterplay. That poor queen has like zero counterplay. That's crazy, man. All right, let's go back here. So, ooh, Naka tricked him. What happens? Oh, he went c4. Remember I told you about the c4, but you know, you gotta time it, yeah? You don't play it immediately, man. You gotta time it. Okay, but the pawn is under attack, yeah? That's the thing. The pawn is under attack, but I still think rook b2 should be played, actually. I mean, if you take bishop b5, yeah? And you hit this guy. It's still okay, but this is wrong. This is definitely wrong. Knight on a5 sucks, okay? Knight on c6 takes key squares under control, hits the pawn. So just bishop a6 with bishop d5. But he played c4 too early. White is now optimally developed. And this is actually wrong too. He needed to play h5, g4, g5 and go for an attack while black knight is here. Okay, that actually makes a lot of sense. Yeah, knight here looks strong but doesn't do anything. I mean, the only point for this knight if you play f5, f4, 5, but h5, h6, g4, g5. I mean, it's kind of crazy game again. All right, Duda survives. Grishuk is better, but unclear. Fabi is, Fabi is alive, and he probably win this because White King is too exposed. Yeah. For classical game, White is fine, but for the rapid game with the king like that and very solid outpost for the knights, it's extremely difficult to win this. So I would say Fabi has a high chance of winning this unless White manages to whip up some attack here, like Rook G3, G5, yeah. Extremely double-edged, to be honest. Alright. What are we missing? Nepo Boo. I just learned today that in French, beau is pretty. So, you know, you remember that song, I'm pretty, I'm so pretty? Ah, but it's a pretty for female, right? Beau. No, it's... Ну да, красиво, но бу, по-моему. А, я слышал бу. So you can say, I am bohu, I am bohu, I am bohu, and bohu, hoo, etc., etc. All right. Yeah. Iranian is winning. White is better, but b6 big fights. Lazavik. Yeah, huge fights. Black looks dangerously huge clouds. Yeah, huge clouds gathering here, and White has no plan. The only way to counter the strategy if you have c4 d5. Okay, that is the only way. If you don't have c4 d5, White is in trouble. That's London. Okay, so if Black plays f5 in London, you better strike it with c4 d5, and then it becomes like Queen's Indian. Okay. Right now White is okay, but he's like holding barely. Yeah. Bishop f1. Now he is ready for c4 d5. Okay. All right. The knight might go here. That sounds good. Or h5 g4. Yeah. If you play g4 immediately, also extremely interesting. Yeah, it's actually first line because you open the f file and the king is kind of naked. Yeah. 97 getting rid of this knight is okay. Yeah. You know, you can see that Prague is a classical trained player because he knows that this knight doesn't do shit, right? And remember how I told you guys in my streams always, look for the piece that is useless and try to improve it. So that's what he is doing. He is improving his knight. Potentially he can trade his useless knight for this mega knight here, or he can put the knight here, like, or here. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. So the engine is not impressed, says it's equal. So c4 d5 is coming, blocking the bishop. All right, and if trades, it's just, you know, equal. All right, how's Robson doing? By the way, did he lose that game? Oh yeah, he lost to Irrigation, right? He was completely winning and then he lost. All right, this looks draw. Donchenko is still near the winners, actually. Nice hanging on. Sidvani is actually much better. Pair of bishops, extremely important bishop. What did I miss? Do you do any coaching? Yes, I do. You can't afford it, man. You can't afford it. Because, you know, guys, I hate theory. So when I'm coaching, you're not going to hear theory from me or get any theoretical lines. Unless it's some London system, then I can tell you something. right? Or Slav Schlechter or something. But my coaching is basically focusing on identifying the areas of the game where you are strong, where you're weak, and then suggesting the ways to improve. Okay, that's pretty much it. And then we try to find the openings which are good for you. All right, kind of tailor-made openings, and then off you are going to practice. All right, that's the best thing you can do to improve. Practice, play a lot, analyze your games. 95. Huh? What 95? Is he already lost so much? Oh, he was afraid of this and knight g5. Oh, bishop f7. Okay, so he's lost. Okay. Right, and Vashia is black. He is winning normally. Bortnik is barely surviving, but he survives. A3 versus Gelfand wins the game. My God, what happened? Boris usually plays the games. I don't understand. There must be some health crisis or something. Because Boris Gelfand plays his games. He's a fighter. And Lenderman again, losing to an attacking game. And Hans Niemann lost. Hans Niemann lost. And he did play f5, yeah? Remember we discussed f5? But the computer really hates it. And we'll see why, yeah? Yeah, white is extremely accurate. h5 is coming, or knight g5, yeah? Knight g5 was a huge threat, by the way. Yeah. Oh, he got these knights here, and then f3 and g4 is coming. And this bishop is kind of dead. All right. So, and he just gave, okay, the right idea, the wrong implementation, actually. Yeah, he takes, then black opens the bishop finally, yeah. Yeah, but now white is just completely dominating. You see the difference between these knights and this bishop, yeah? And all that happens because he played a 5 and listened to me. Yeah, I wasn't sure about the 5 actually. I thought it was interesting to check. Normally you don't play a 5 with black. But it was just an interesting idea. It turns out to be not so interesting, yeah? Oh! Oops. Okay, that's why he resigned, yeah? Whoops. That happened. Alright, let's see. Magnus doing Magnus things. Abdusatorov doing Abdusatorov things. And Dani is worse because nobody cares about the exchange. We care about these pawns here. And these pawns and knight and the rook and the king, they're much stronger than these pathetic rooks, okay? Let's be honest. But black has only one move, which we must mention here. I don't get why this is bad. And king f6. So take. Oh, rook e1 immediately. I only looked at this and then rook e1, then I saw king f5. I didn't check rook e1 immediately. But you cannot take this pawn, yeah? So what is the problem? h5. Because if you play like this, then you lose, yeah? Knight e5, knight g4. So it looks like a draw. That's extremely interesting. Wait, what? Oh, it's played. See guys, I'm giving you the thinking of the top player, and then you see these moves on board, okay? That's what we just looked at. Because I'm telling you, I'm explaining you how the elite players think. And the moves I'm suggesting is from that point of view. And the fact that these youngsters, who are probably top 10 in the world, they are still playing these moves, suggests that you're a good old body commentator can still understand the game. All right. Woo. Awesome. All right. Ooh. Yeah, Murzian is demonstrating why he is not a pushover. Yeah. Black is better. Weakness. Holding the only open file. Pair of rooks and a bishop, extremely strong. And now he has to do something, which is not easy. But white must be... White cannot do anything. He is paralyzed, yeah? So he is waiting for black to do something. Huh. Alireza is pushing. Fabiano is... Wow. So we went from this. Oh, he... Okay, I see. Yeah, I expected knight d5, to be honest. e5. If black plays e4, he wins. So you must play this. And this endgame is kind of crazy. Knight a4. Yeah, knight a4 must be played. Because now white gets this g5, rook g6, grab the pawn, bishop stops this, and then h-pawn, and he wins. Black must be extremely careful. Chickens! Oh my god, you guys are fucking chickens, man. Like, what the fuck? Guys, look at this. Chickens. Oh my god. I'm so disappointed. Yeah, it is a professional, safe thing to do. But, like, then you don't deserve, either of you deserve to be in the top 3. Okay? I'm sorry. If you do shit like this, you don't deserve to be in the top 3. Period. Okay? Let's be realistic. And finally, Jacobson nerves already get him into trouble. He was doing really well here. It's not a bad move, actually. First line. b4. Good. Check is good. Queen b1. Oh, he missed rook f3 here. Ah. And bishop h4, yeah. Oh, he wanted to keep an attack. And sometimes you have to just cash in your stuff, yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's kind of difficult. The point is, if you take here, then there is rook b7. Yeah, but if you play rook f3, there is this. Yeah, rook e3 the threat, king g2, then take and check, and second rook comes. So he played this, and now white is better because this is weakness. The bishop is of the wrong color, and white is much better. First line c5, nice. 21, third best line. And Grishuk down to seconds versus Sugar Guy. Nepo versus Boo. Draw. Prag Lazavik. And Lazavik wins. Ho-ha. See? He got the d5 in, yeah? d5. Black is still better, but he needs to be now very extremely practical. He must take on f2, and black is fine. Instead he plays this, and now it's not fine anymore. I mean, how can you play this? You double your pawns, they're all weak. You pawn down, no compensation. Blundered. It's a blunder, man. Ooh. Wow, this is super sharp. Okay. G5. Actually makes a lot of sense, yeah. G5 and then rook d3, queen f5, knight takes. Yeah, you must play f6 and get rid of this bishop with a knight. You gotta do it. You gotta do it. Take and g5. Critical test. Critical and the only move actually. Let's see if he finds it. He finds it. I'm sure he finds it. I'm sure he finds it. Yeah, he does find it. Ooh! Oh, this just became very, very interesting. Yeah. Lots of mates here. With knight f5, queen h5. Lots of mates. And black has only one. Okay, black has to find this idea. Rook here, rook here, rook here. And then like perpetual check or something. It's kind of crazy to be honest. Oh! It's check. Queen takes e7. Okay, let me show you. This. And then check, take, check, check. And it's a draw. Holy shit. Oh my god. Wow. Wow. Otherwise he's risking to lose this game, yeah? Huge risk for black. Yeah. Oh, the Iranian, all right, Iran, Israel, right. Right. Oh, but he still played a3, right? He's still gonna get his ass kicked because he played a3. He's not allowed to even make one move. Yeah, they usually just don't come at all. Queen c4, and it's mate in 12 for whites, and he blundered. But why is it mate in 12? Why is it mate in 12? Why is it mate in 12 after rook f2? I don't get it. Here. Oh, check and knight g4 and queen h6. So simple. So simple. Darcha could have beaten Magnus. Darcha. Dude. You missed your chance, man. And you're going for the draw now. You're still better. This guy's still better. But he's gonna take the draw. He's gonna take the draw, yeah. It's kind of crazy you need to play c4 first and then g6. It's the only move. King t5. Ah, queen f7. Key move. And you do it with a check. Well, king g8, it's a threefold repetition. Come on, Darcha. Come on, man. Play for a win, dudes. Like, what do you gotta lose, man? Jesus. That line looks close to winning for you. Okay? Man. Yep. Draw. Chicken. See? Top players chickening out. If Magnus was playing white, he would not take this draw. He would find this line, okay? But he cannot get positions like this. That's his problem. He is not getting the positions he needs. Ergasi survives yet again. Crazy how many bad positions he survived in this tournament. But that's the sign of a great player, okay? That's a sign of a great player. If you can survive terrible positions like this, you're good, okay? You're like really good. All right, let's see here. Where's Vasily? We want Vasily. Come on, give us a dose of Vasily. Serrana is not doing well. But he might, if he wins like 4-5 tomorrow, then he might get into the top. But I don't see Vasily. Where's Vasily? Where's Ivanchuk? There he is, okay. He won. He won with black, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, good job. Vahiri versus Shonk. Nice mate by Jeffrey. Good job. You show this kid who is the boss. Alright. Mr. Zemlyansky got killed again. Alright, what we got? Alright, this is a dead draw. Whoa, wait a minute. He didn't play knight d4? What? Yeah, but you take with the pawn and black is lost. What is Abdusattorov smoking, man? C5 was correct. Critical tempo, actually. Critical tempo. Yeah, if c-knight can block the pawn now and hit this guy. Extremely... Okay, but they have seconds, yeah? They have seconds, man. Another mistake. Very human move. But a serious mistake. And another human move. And also a mistake. Take, king here, and then if rook moves, then check. Draw. Wow. Yeah, that is actually only weakness that Abdusattorov has. His endgames, they suck. Okay? I'm actually surprised. I mean, the guy of his level should be like winning these positions with his eye closed, with seconds on the clock. Okay? And yet he's making so many mistakes and resigns. Danya got extremely lucky in this game. Extremely. But luck follows the winners. Okay? So. And when you have the game with the seconds on the clock like this, it's not chess. Okay? It becomes like this competition. Who blunders first? Last. Okay? Duda wins. Good job. Grishuk wins. We know that. Aronian wins. And Lazovic wins, yeah. Yeah, I call him Lazovic because, like, you know, I don't know. But maybe it's wrong pronunciation. Maybe it should be Lazovic. Because, you know, like Lazarus, yeah, there is, in Lazarus, there is the first A accent. So it should be like maybe Lazovic. It could be, I don't know, it depends on how he says it, yeah? Because some people like to call me Gata. I haven't heard people call me Gata. That kind of sounds wrong, yeah? So it's Gata, yeah? So it's the first A. That's most common. And actually Bortnik won this. Wow. Okay. Akapian versus Hakapian. Next to Noderbek versus Nogerbek. I thought for a second we were for real, man. Yeah. All right, we have 2 more rounds after this. What are the standings, by the way? Let's check the standings after the round 6. We had a hell of a long tie. Ergasi, Naroditsky, actually. And Dominguez was there. Huh. Why am I skipping his games? Where is Dominguez? Yeah, the guy is extremely solid. He's actually doing well in this tournament. Dominguez. I missed him. Yeah, I just saw that yesterday he was extremely sus in some game. He was almost lost. E5. You cannot capture the pawn. Back ranks, yeah. Wait. Is that so clear? That's not so clear. There's bishop g3, but I guess there is rook e2. Rook g2, h5, h4. He got scared. And this does not look correct, yeah. He needed this tempo to block this pawn with his king, and then white is better. If white king is here, then white is like much better, because pawn is blocked, it's kind of weak, and you start hitting these guys, okay? But the problem is you can't get it. Yeah, rook d2 is coming, forcing the rook trades, and you need to play this immediately, yeah. Right, and it's dead draw. Yeah, very solid result, by the way. So who else? Mamedjarov is actually 4.5, not bad. Jacobson was doing 4.5. And Grishuk and Sindarov, and we have this Isik guy. See, there is a huge tie here, yeah, with 4.5, including this IM named Sugar. Man, yeah, the standings are like so volatile. We need to see the standings after the round 7, to be honest. Okay. Okay, so we can see the leaders. Daniel Naroditsky is like clear first place now, yeah? Yeah, he's clear first place after round 7. Clear first with 6 out of 7 points. Very strong. Very strong performance, actually. How many tournaments Naroditsky played in Rapid and Blitz, I wonder? Yeah, this is like very good stuff for him. I mean, being chief commentator on chess.com has its perks, yeah? You get to see all the top games, you get to analyze them, see them, feel them. Good practice. Not bad. All right. How old is actually Naroditsky? He is 95. He is 29. My God. I remember I played him when he was like a kid. That was probably 2009. Maybe 2007 or 8. Yeah, I was just a kid. Yeah, I think it was 2009. He was 14 then, yeah. No, he was 16 then. I'm not sure. Anyway, he's 29. Crazy. Probably gonna be his best result in his entire career. Probably. I don't see him winning any more tournaments after this. He didn't win it yet. But it's extremely unlikely, because see what happens when somebody wins a tournament like this, then he has this huge red target on him. Then everybody will play extremely solidly against him, make draws, and then, you know, everybody is be focusing him, yeah? Right now everybody is focusing Magnus, everybody is focusing Abdusatorov, Alireza, Naka, Caruana, and these guys are struggling, yeah? But Dani is like, you know, nobody's taking him seriously, and that's what happens. But tomorrow will be the key test for him. If he can survive tomorrow and be top 3, that is a lifetime achievement, actually. That would be a lifetime achievement for him. Let's be honest. Um, there used to be 15 rounds. It was a little bit more fair, I agree. 15 rounds is better than 13, but sometimes they switch to 13. Online chess is beneficial if you know what you're doing, but because very few people know what they're doing and they know how to benefit from it, it could be a good thing. Yeah, but you need to know how to do it. Yeah, I've been explaining on my streams like many times, like what is the right way, how to benefit from the online playing. Yeah. I mean, there is a huge benefit when you play all the world's top players every week. Title Tuesdays, rapid events, yeah, and you play the best world players for 3-4 years every week. You know, you wouldn't even want to. You gonna improve, okay, just by analyzing those games alone. He probably played against Magnus like gazillion times now. Yeah, imagine if you played top players like gazillion times. You're gonna improve, whether you want it or not. Yeah. It's just the law of numbers. Yeah. All right. So what do we got? Are all games done? Anybody playing? Nope. Result here. Result. Oh, there is still a game progress. Oh, come on, guys. Why are you spoiling everybody's time? Just agree on a draw. Pawn G is dead draw. Jesus Christ, man. The fuck? What are you guys doing, man? Like, huh? Like, what is this? What is this position? I've never seen anything like this. It looks completely winning for black, obviously. But why queen f5? Why not king e6? Yeah, king e6 just wins. No, mate here. Hello. Why do you play this? Yeah, you take, and if pawn takes, check, and king d6 resigns. Okay, but interesting endgame. This is the draw. Even if you win the pawn, king comes here and draw. People are still playing, yeah. And here, yeah. First 30 boards are done. These guys are still playing. And then I'm gonna have another like 20-minute break here or something. Alright, Gypsy, have a good one. You used to think Hikaru trolls when he says his main training is playing on Chess.com. He's not trolling, he's actually speaking the truth. Magnus has 0 chance to win. I wouldn't say 0, but less than 5%, less than 10% maybe. He needs to win 6 games in a row. Alright, let me pull up the standings again. So Magnus Carlsen, where is he? 3.5 out of 6 games, and he drew in the round 7. So he is 4 out of 7. He's +1. Okay, +1. You have 2 more rounds today and 4 more rounds tomorrow. If he wins the rest of the games, if he wins 6 games, there's a really good chance he will end up top 3, but he needs to win everything now. +5, I think, is good enough only for 3rd, or 2nd or 3rd. Because first place, 6 out of 7, what is that? That's +6, right? 6 wins. How many wins he's got? Yeah, he got 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 5 wins, yeah? He beat Abdusatorov. +5. 6 out of 7 is +5, right? That makes sense. Yeah, +5. So +5 is clear first for now, okay? +6 is definitely like top 3, okay? I think usually people scored like +6 or 7 to be number 1, and +5 was good enough for top 3 for sure. So he can still make 1 draw and then wins 5 games. He will be top 3, right? And he can do it, obviously. Everybody knows it. Everybody knows it, right? But he doesn't look like he's in a good form. You know, he's not been training so hard. Life is good, you know, luxurious lifestyle, drinking, all that stuff, you know, kind of mellows man down a little bit. Yep. I mean, if you want to be best in the sport, this is actually extremely cutthroat kind of sport, chess. Very tough. There's a legendary saying that Caissa, which is the goddess of chess, okay, in many cultures, she does not forgive people who don't dedicate their lives to her, to chess, and then expect something, yeah. So he is good enough on Title Tuesdays, but Title Tuesdays are not World Rapids, yeah. A lot of people here, they just trained hard for the Rapid, for this event specifically. People start training, hard training for this event 2 months in advance, okay? 2 months in advance. They think about the openings to play. They think about the time management already 2 months in advance, okay? They're thinking how much time I need to be in this position in this opening, after so many moves, okay? Extremely hard work on calculation skills, okay? As we can see, a lot of these games are extremely sharp. They require huge calculation skills, right? So people focusing on the openings, a lot of these guys, they try to play offbeat openings, which they analyze really deeply. They know them well. They practice with the engines, right? And they practiced a lot of calculation exercises, okay? And voila, okay? Yes, Mr. Nefedov. Caissa is a very, very jealous goddess, exactly. Magnus won Rapid when was 10 out of 13. What is that, actually? 6.5. 7 is +6. So he's +7, right? +7 first place. Yeah, that sounds correct. Isn't it super tough to prepare without knowing who you would end up playing? Well, you're preparing the openings anyway. It doesn't matter who you play, okay? Ideally, obviously you prepare more than one opening. That's the key. That is the problem. That's why I need the advanced training, okay? Because you have so many possible things to cover, all right? For the players at the top who play Magnus Tour, Rapid Tour, GCT Tour, blah blah Tour, you know, Rapid events, non-stop all year long, they pretty much practiced because they analyze the games, prepare the openings the whole year, okay? They don't need special training. But for those guys who don't have access to those events, there's 2 choices. They can try to give their all in Title Tuesdays and win those $1,000 first prizes, or they can, you know, focus on this event. And a lot of people choose to focus on this event because it's very hard to win Title Tuesdays unless you're Nakamura and you're Serrano or you're Magnus, yeah. So you guys see how winning all these Title Tuesdays kind of backfires on you because your practice for blitz, your openings are blitz oriented, yeah. But the Rapid is a different game, okay. So that's why so far they are all struggling here. Some more, some less. but they're still very close to doing this final finish thing, okay? And that's and all these guys are really famous for making this end game super runs, okay, super win streaks. So because they know when to really focus their energy and give it all. So tomorrow I expect these people, they're not gonna take draws anymore, okay? They will fight, and there will be no draws unless, you know, they got into top 3 or something. So tomorrow will be the bloody day, all right? Yes, I saw the new format, by the way. I saw that they have this new round, new knockout event for the Blitz. I think it's absolutely ridiculous, to be honest. I think it's absolutely ridiculous to force people to stay for the New Year's Eve playing ridiculous Blitz knockout, okay? I mean, like, what the rest of the people are gonna do? Okay, the rest of the people can fly home, I guess. But they have the quarterfinals, semifinals, and finals, right? So how many people is that? That's like 8 people, yeah? Well, probably there is. So you need to be in the top 8, and you understand, like, how do you get those 8 people? Because there'll be huge tie, okay? And that means the tie breaks will be used, and it's absolutely horrible way to decide who is going to get into the knockout. Because of the tie breaks, because your tie breaks are influenced by somebody else playing on the board like 60, yeah? It's absolutely ridiculous system, to be honest. The best way to prepare against Ivanchuk is to sleep well. That is correct. Random shockers. You just remind me of this. Wait, what was it? Was it the Guardians of the Galaxy? That was the second, right? That was the second movie where it was this guy Shocker Face. Oh my god. You guys remember that one? Yeah. Shocker Face. Yeah, okay. I mean, yeah, it's weird how the brain works, yeah. Yeah, there are a lot of great, fantastic endgames actually in this tournament, and people have like very limited time. This endgame against a lot of fantastic endgames in this tournament. See, these days knowing your openings is not enough. You have to be really good. You have to know the middle game, and you have to know how to play the end games. Yeah, yeah. You gotta be best in everything. Yeah, if you want to have a chance against these top guys. Yeah. The problem is, like, you know, the problem for the younger guys, like Duda, he's a little bit younger. Yeah, how old is Duda, by the way? Duda wiki. 98, 26. Okay, that's already, you know, almost hitting 30. Okay, not almost, but still, but not 22. Yeah. So the problem for these guys is that guys like Naka, Fabiano, and Carlsen, they are like 36, and they are still kind of in their prime and playing the best chess, okay? So it's very difficult for these guys to break through that guard, all right? Once Naka, Fabi, and Magnus, like, you need to wait like another 3-4 years before they start really slipping, okay? Once they hit 40, they'll start slipping, and these guys can beat them, okay? They can already beat them. Duda beat Carlsen in the World Cup, but that was kind of one of a kind of events, okay? He got extremely lucky there. Not lucky, he deserved to win. Yeah, I'm just saying, like, that was one performance that set him as, you know, like, this guy is super prodigy, yeah? Unfortunately, I don't think he qualified for the candidates, yeah. And he's been trying, but can't break through. And now we have the youngsters, yeah, the Indian youngsters, and they playing just as well as he is, okay. And these youngsters, they're like 20, 19. And when Naka, Fabi, and Magnus, they're gonna hit 40, that's 4 years from now, we're gonna have people who are 15, 16 now. In 4 years, they will become next Indian stars, okay? So these guys, they didn't break through the old guard to become the champions, and they are competing with the youngsters, so they're kind of losing to them. Okay, they're not losing them, but they cannot beat them, all right? Okay, they're competing with them on equal ground, let's say, all right? And then the more youngsters will come, yeah? So these guys are extremely unlucky, actually. I would say that the Indian youngsters are very lucky because they're playing just as well as this guy, and they're like, they're still playing against the old guard, yeah? Magnus, Naka, Fabi, and they're learning, yeah? So chess is extremely competitive, man. Extremely competitive. All right, round 8. In 7 minutes, gentlemen. People were shocked that Magnus performed so bad, but again, if you stop working on chess and you rely only on your practical strength, you lose. Yeah. No, I'm not saying you should quit chess. I'm saying that if you go into this business, because chess is now a business, it has nothing to do with sport, right? It is extremely competitive and there is huge limit. If you just go into normal business, like, you know, in the business of, I don't know, engineering, computer programming, you know, chances are you're gonna succeed much faster and earn more than any of the world top players, okay? So it's really tough time to be in chess, really tough. Unless you're being sponsored since you're a kid, yeah? A lot of Indian kids are being sponsored by the government, which makes it extremely unfair to the rest of the youngsters, okay? I think it's just extremely unfair. That's why they have this huge advantage. A lot of their tournament expenses are, you know, covered. They can pretty much go and play in any tournaments. If they're proof that they're top tier talented players, future stars, then they can pretty much play non-stop chess the whole year and then just come in and do the exams or something, and that's it. All right, 5 minutes, let me get another break and then we're gonna return, okay? I don't know if I can survive and do this whole commentary. I don't have the energy anymore. All right. So, but did they put the standings on? Can we see the standings at least? They should have the standings up, yeah? I'm just curious. Let's see. Yep, they have the standings. Okay, good. And we have the pairings actually, yeah? Pairings. 2 buddies, yeah, playing each other. Duda versus Naroditsky. So Duda actually won this game. He was close to losing, but he got lucky. And lucky is very important because the tournament is not that long. Each game can make or break you. He could have lost, but he won, and now he's 5.5, and he is playing a leader, and he's playing white, second white in a row. Huge, actually. So I would say he got a little bit lucky here. Dominguez, very solid versus the youngster. Always this pairing, cool. Sarkisian versus Erigasi. Erigasi is surviving bad positions, but he needs to start getting good positions because Lady Luck will not be always with you, even if you're Erigasi. Murzin demonstrating really good level of chess here. Giri as well. Old school. Grishuk, it's nice to see Grishuk here. Fabi, a lot of people have a point behind. Fabi, Aronian, Sevian, Elriza, Shankland versus Nakamura, another Inter-American derby. Actually, pretty dangerous for Naka. So up to Satoru versus Pishoa and Mamidiara versus Advani. This is fun pairing. I know that Mamidiara would be very mad at this guy. This guy was so sus, like playing on Title Tuesdays 4 or 5 years ago. Yeah, and we have long memories, okay? I do, Mamidiarov does. Yeah, maybe he's legit these days, but in those days it was pretty obvious. This guy was pretty much a cheat. Okay. Alright, so you plays Lazovic. Nepo is not that far. Nepo is not that far. So 1.5 points behind the leader, but only 1 point behind these guys. There is still a lot of possibilities. Galfan 4.5, not bad. Vasil 4 points, a little bit sad. Clearly he is not going to fight for the top places. Unless he wins the last 4 rounds tomorrow. But I'm not losing hope. I can still believe in him. Yeah, Prague lost. You see, it's amazing, yeah? Prague was like near the top. He loses 1 game and he's like right here. This guy, Lequank, kind of not doing well. That's surprising. And also Serrano not doing well. Serrano, he's the guy, he's like playing perfect chess on Title Tuesdays with 95-96% accuracy. Here, he is getting killed. And this guy as well, yeah? Yeah, that's why I started reporting this guy lately, because he was getting a little bit too sus. So let's see, yeah? I'm not saying he cheats, but it's very sus. Neiman, 3.5, obviously not happy with his performance. Mamedov just having fun. Nice to see Pablo came all the way from Argentina to play here. He's a poker man now, these days. Aparni not doing well, kind of surprised. Salam not doing well also. But these guys, and also Serrano and others, it will be very interesting to see how they do in Blitz, yeah? Because in Blitz, they are ready. They're not ready for the Rapids, but they're ready for the Blitz. Blitz will be extremely bloody this year. This guy, remember we talked about this guy yesterday? Guess what? He's 2.5 points closer to the bottom of the table. This guy was always suspicious. He's playing at 90-something% accuracy on Arena Kings, Title Tuesdays. Mostly Arena Kings, I guess. 4 or 5 years ago. He's not getting younger. It's 2 points. Yeah, I like reported him so many fucking times. Still active. Alright. Doesn't matter. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, Maxim is still playing. Well, there is a reason why he got banned on the chess, right? So, where's Faustino Oro, by the way? Yeah, I saw. Where is he? Oh, there he is. Okay. I don't know if you guys remember, but Oro was like consistently in the top 3, 4 places, 5 places on Title Tuesdays. There was a moment, a period of 1 month, he was consistently doing this. And then people just, you know, they didn't accept that stuff that he's good, yeah. And so I reported him also. So far he is not showing anything. 2400s, 3 out of 7. It's not bad. It's not bad. Okay, I mean European champion Injic is 2.5. Yeah, so it could be just a bad tournament, but I expected more. You know, from a player who was winning Title Tuesdays. I was expecting more. Maybe he will demonstrate in Blitz. So let's see, okay? So a lot of youngsters like this, we're expecting the Blitz results because this is rapid tournament. It's closer more to classical chess, okay? And these guys who are Blitz specialists, they're not doing so much good in rapids except these guys, yeah? Because these are pretty much top players. But Naroditsky is a surprise still. I'm surprised, okay, that he is doing so well. Surprised. But I think that kick from Kramnik did something for his chess, okay? Maybe it worked out for the benefit. All right, I wanted to get a break and then I forgot about it, yeah? All right, let's check the games. All right, I played knight a6 and my king's Indians. Nice. We see another game with bishop f5, right? Crazy. Naka versus Shankland. Shankland just playing very solid chess. Smart. Okay. What's going on here? Abdusatorov game. Actually, they show all games, right? How many games they show? Oh, they show 12 games. Okay. 12 games. That means game Sandvani versus Mediarov. Lazovic. Huh. This is interesting. Yu Yangyu is a pretty dangerous dark horse. Somebody is starting late. Jumabayev is back. Huh. Bortnik. Bortnik is actually moving up. Cool. Gran is here. People are moving up. Not bad. Darka versus... What? Darka wins the game? What happened? Hello? It's a bug. Okay, it's a bug. Fine. That makes sense. And also a bug here, probably, yeah? And Prague is playing bishop f4. Yeah, that's pretty much London with trade here and c4. Okay, so it becomes this queen's gambit, but the knight should be on c3, of course. Knight on d2 is not bad, but knight on c3 is a little bit more like active. Yeah. All right, what do we got here? Vasily playing King's Gambit. Ooh, legendary Vasily playing King's Gambit. Let's everybody give applause. Vasily, you are our hero, man. Bringing out King's Gambit. Flex, nice flexing, man. Nice flexing. All right, everybody, clap. Come on. You don't see King's Gambit at this age on top events, all right? Is there a clap emote? Yeah, there is one. Okay, good, thank you. He deserves it. Mr. CB Chess, good evening. All right. Let's see how the Indian player reacts. H4, good old H4. D5 is weird. Knight c3 is knight c3, queen d3, bishop d2, long castles. Yeah, d5 is kind of weird. So there must be some. Oh, take and d6. Yeah, that's tricky, man. And d6 will be played. It's the only move. Yeah, yeah, it is played. Tricky Vasily, checking the knowledge of the youngster. The youngster must know this move. Okay. What is kind of weird is that if you take bishop d2 is the key move. Yeah, frankly, I thought it was going to be queen d5, but apparently it's not. Because you have this intermediate move, yeah? But bishop d2 is strong. Strong. Oh my God. Fun. All right. Another accelerated dragon. Blah, blah. G6, B6. Ooh, Shamanov playing. Chepanenko. Good job. Boring. Maybe boring. One forest. All right. All right, let's go back to the first boards, right? More fun. Magnus playing. Magnus playing. Yeah, this is a little bit better for white for sure. Annoying advantage because black is now getting weakness here. Yeah, actually this is not the best pairing for Magnus because these guys are like buddies, yeah. It's not exactly pleasant to try to kill your buddy in this game. Queen a5 looks kind of wrong, to be honest, but it's not that bad. All right, critical game, right? Game for the top place. Rook e1, Duda, come on, man. This is not the most critical move. Actually, very interesting choice because remember previous game, Duda got into terrible position with white in a sort of King's Indian structure, and now we're getting the same thing, yeah? Okay, he's just trading, but white has a very pleasant position, nice pressure, almost no risk. And black is kind of a little bit hard pressed, yeah? I mean, it's so easy to play for white. Maybe not so easy to win, but pleasant. Irrigacy, playing black. Yeah, this structure is extremely deceptive. Potential attack is huge, yeah? Potential attack is huge. Must be careful here. Giri versus Murzin. Famous idea. f6, bishop comes g6. White is actually a little bit worse. And obviously Giri knows these positions. I actually like to play this line for black, even against some grandmasters, because it's very difficult for white to do anything. King is kind of open. And if you want to try to win with white, you need to open the position, then black bishops come alive, yeah? So this guy with white should be pretty careful. Grishuk versus Pranav. Grishuk demonstrating some legit skills with d4 and g5. So Grishuk trained for this event. It now becomes pretty obvious. He specifically trained for this event, and it pays off, okay? It's clear, okay? Normally Grishuk would not be able to contend, but he trained and he prepared, and he is competing with the best. Karana playing Rosalimo was black. Unusual. Draw. A big fight here, yeah? Big fight. Tough to say. I don't know. Yeah, black looks very active. This, but not immediately because of knight h4, yeah, queen h5. So, yeah, the big question is how do you play these positions? I am always confused. I have no idea how to play this for black or for white, which is why I hate this line. Now black successfully managed to trade the queens, and he is fine, yeah. So Shak now he has to be extremely careful and try to make a draw because he is a little bit worse. Pair of bishops in the endgame. f5, bishop f6 coming, and rook is alive. All right. So Dennis is playing this. Very safe. Black is fine. See, a5. Because this structure is good for white, but after a5 you get rid of weakness, you trade the pawns, and this pawn becomes solo pawn. Probably you trade it and then trade. Yeah, black's still a little bit worse because the problem is how do you protect this guy? If you play h6, potentially check bishop f5. If you play g6, you don't play g6 obviously. So Nepo again facing these non-main lines, and he's doing well. Wesley playing white, advantage. Bortnik versus Honk, cool. Nogerbeck versus Gelfand, and Nogerbeck is much worse. Okay, good prep by Boris. Pair of bishops. Yeah, white is better. All right, so that, okay, let's see the Boo game. Boo plays Petrov, been playing it his whole life. And this is Wei Yi playing black. Yeah, Meng Li playing his London and his Philidor. Yeah, see? Philidor game. A lot of Philidor this year, actually. And Prague got nothing. What? Wait, what? No, this doesn't seem correct. Minor pieces look very strong here. I don't like this trade by black. I mean, it's still okay, yeah. All right. What is the most interesting game here? Yes, FIDE provides for free, but only if your rating is 2750 in Blitz, Classical, or Rapid. Because I used to be 2750 player, so I was getting free lodging, free travel, and free food. Yeah, it was nice. Okay. So definitely helps to have higher elo in these events. Then all your expenses and everything is paid. That's why all these players, they love to keep the high elo. And I think, to be honest, that's wrong, but okay. Because it motivates people to keep their high elo inflated and just play tournaments where they play each other with same rating. Artificially keeping the rating inflated, okay? I just think it's completely wrong. Back to Ivanchuk. Okay. So, c6 is played. Apparently not the best move. Ooh, immediately equal. But it's not so easy to play for both, yeah? I would say it's still a little bit easier to play for black, because after b5, bishop b7, queen develops, castle. This pawn is one-sided, this bishop is locked. So if I was Ivanchuk, I would think about playing knight f3 and try to get rid of this bishop one way or another. That's actually second line, by the way. And the first line is HE5. All right, but what do you do after queen g5? Good question. Tricky. Yeah. So I really like knight d2, knight f3, because this piece holds everything together. The queen side, the king side, stop c5, hits the pawn. All right. So, and I always say, look for your opponent's best piece and try to, trade it, delete it, attack it, whatever. All right, hold on a second. Small advantage white, yeah, pretty much, yeah. Easy game for white, actually, because clear weakness. Magnus can play this with his eyes closed, and he's gonna win this probably. If he wins this game, it kind of starts his streak, okay? And then he has a chance, actually. Then he's got a chance. So this game might well serve as a jump start for Magnus Carlsen. This is critical game, yeah? And already black is fine because of the double pawns. Knight ends up here. This is weak. And white is extremely safe, but I would say that black also. Because not many pieces left, okay? You have only knights and rooks. Without knights, this is dead draw. And knights don't have squares, right? King is kind of safe. You don't have the bishops, don't have second knights. Yeah, starting to look like more and more draw. Very interesting. Yeah, white just wants to make a draw. He's correct. He's worse. Yeah. Yeah, black is slowly trying to improve his pieces and prepare for the pawn break to open the bishops. Yeah. This is Geary game for sure. Yeah, and this is Grishuk game for sure. Pair of bishops. Yeah, he might win this also. Good for him. And Fabiano is worse. Yeah, I really hate the structure. And the white trades the bishops, gets the eternal knight on d4 thanks to the bad bishop. Yeah, white is like in the driving seat. Yeah. Yeah, he's probably thinking about f6, but it doesn't do anything. Yeah. Draw. And Naka is winning. Because white is overextended, a lot of weaknesses. No attack. If you don't have attack here, and this is overextended, and because black has material advantage, what the hell happens? Oh, 95 happens. Yeah. So I would say that this is the problem. And white needed to play knight d3 here. And like e5 probably, yeah. Yeah, knight d3 was a must for sure. And this was bad, yeah. So how do you resolve this move though? There is on e6 something, yeah. And you don't take the pawn, you must play this. Oh, this is a very difficult move. And then this move. Very difficult. Impossible. Impossible to find. Let's be real. Yeah, okay. Probably will be ground down. Queen g5 is correct, but king h8. Knight goes to c5 and then knight e6, trade the knights. Lots of trades. Nothing. Nothing special. If we place queen b5, we report. You cannot report. Only player can report. Hey Vision, what's up? Queen sack on Hans game. Fine. Hans. He needs to learn how to speak Japanese. With a name like Hans, you either need to speak Norwegian to be a Viking, you need to be Japanese and be a samurai. Name like Hans, only two options. And Hans is playing Hanin. Oh my god. Okay. You guys get it? Yeah. Hans playing Han. Pretty much. Hanin is like short of Han. Yeah, it's kind of like cool. Yeah. Very funny. And black is doing well, I think. Actually. Is he winning? Okay, it's a draw. Knight h6. The idea is that knight moves and then rook f6, yeah. So it looks equal. Okay. 92 is played with queen h5 and oh come on, he5 now just what the hell did you do, man? Now Weiss should win this. Now Weiss should win this for sure. It's not gonna be easy, but he should win this. All right. What else? What else we got? Let's pull up the overview. Easier to check. Dominguez and Darov draw. Draw. Probably they're tired. Don't want to take risk. They're tired. Yeah. They want to keep an option of playing Gear versus Morzin, another draw. So these guys are like making draws because they don't want to take risk, okay? They want to safeguard their current ranking in the tournament, okay? Because there are like 20 prizes overall. And they're not that bad. Obviously the top 10 prizes are the best. I would say top 3. Then it's sharp, dramatic decline in price, but and another draw, and Fabi is worse. Yeah, his king is in danger of being attacked. f6 e5. If he gets an f6 e5 and bishop here and d4, he is better, but I don't see how he gets that. Because f6 knight d4, yeah, right now. So he needs, that's why the engine moves the queen. So the problem is like, why not f6 here is because, wow, check here and this, check and here. Wow. My God, engines, yeah. Engines, instant stuff. All right, Naka wins this. Good for him. What else? I'm actually getting tired, guys. Don't defeated do wildcards? Yeah, they do, but I think it's like maybe 2-3 players. I am trying to get the wildcard for the FIDE World Cup next year. I was offered the wildcard last time, but I declined, and then I earned the spot on the FIDE Grand Swiss, but I declined because I wasn't able to travel. I didn't feel well at all. And, you know, I'm thinking about asking FIDE for replacement of these two possibilities that I declined, and to play next year maybe. Because I love World Cup, you know. It's classic, and then rapid tie breaks and blitz tie breaks. So it's kind of mini World Rapid Blitz Championship. Okay. Plus you get classical games. So probably I will not get it, but you know, I'll see what they say. Because I'm pretty sure Vasily got wild cards like 2 times in a row. But last time he kicked ass, yeah. It was great to see. Yeah, there was some female player who was wearing some dress which FIDE didn't like. But I thinking more it's more like they didn't like her, not her dress, to be honest. So there was a huge scandal. I remember that. Yeah, there was some sneakers or something. Designer sneakers, I think. What is the problem with PayPal, Mr. Krajewski? I don't know. I have no idea what Venmo is. Sorry, I'm not Thanks for resubbing for 2 months, man. Appreciate it. Saying to try again. Huh. Weird. No, I'm pretty sure this whole Kramnik thing actually pushed Dania to train hard. And that's always a good thing, okay? If you find motivation to work hard on your chess, why not? Actually, Kramnik would have done him a big favor. You know, sometimes providing a proverbial kick in the butt is actually the best thing one can do. Okay? Anger helps me focus. I agree. Anger actually is good sometimes, yeah. Bullshit because half the top guys were wearing sneakers and didn't get fined. Yeah, designers. Yeah, it's true. Funny. Yeah. Once again, Jackson, thanks, man. So, are they still playing this? Yeah, guys, I probably have to take a break after this round. I'm just dead tired. Well, didn't Dania said that Vladimir was his idol providing some incentive? Oh, why not? There you go, like a true coach, yeah? Providing that little anger issue, kick in the butt stuff. Alright, what's going on? Tar is dead lost, obviously. Yeah, I mean, he just has the psychological thing against Magnus. Yeah, that's the thing. Once you start losing to the same guy like more than 3 or 4 times, then you become like, it's called being a client, okay? It's a denigrating term, but it's like, you can't do anything, you can't help yourself, you just find a way to lose against this opponent. And there are notorious, famous examples in history. Even famous guys like Tal had big problems playing Korchnoi. Like Geller had a huge win streak against Fischer, you know, Petrosian. And less famous, obviously, cases. It happens to everybody. Like, I cannot play against Aronian. For some reason, it just completely kills me. Even if I get like good position, then I blunder something, yeah. So, it's kind of crazy actually. Grishuk utilizing aggressive opening, maneuvering middle game, and now he is going to the end game. Superior end game, yeah. But White still has some defensive resources. Not easy. Not easy win. This is gonna be kind of weird. Ergase is pawn down actually, but White King is not safe. White King is not safe at all. Yeah, Rook H8, Queen transfers. Yeah, perfect for the Blitz game, especially if your opponent has less than 2 minutes on the clock. Perfect strategy actually. Yeah. I think White just needs to trade the queens, make a draw here. He's not going to win this. Bishop is way too strong. And King is potentially extremely weak. So. Aliriza versus Sivyan. Fire versus water. Again. Well, they played each other many times online, yeah, so they know each other. Yeah, White was a little bit better, but Black should be okay. White is better because Knight and Queen. This is kind of weak. There is no attack, but Bishop is very, very strong. And it's not easy to put the Knight here. Yeah, Knight is pure defensive. So if you trade the queens, then Black is a little bit better. So White needs the queens on board. And he needs to do something about this pawn. Alright. But Rooks and bishop keeps black good compensation. And Kurana is getting outplayed here because passive position, very strong knights. Very difficult to get e5 in, and this is ram coming up. Again, the difference, knight and the bishop, yeah? Absolutely. Only because of this, only because of this. Right, and queen and knight versus queen and bishop, yeah? My favorite piece combination. Right, we saw this. What else is there? Oh yeah, this one. No. They drew. Shak just offered a draw. Okay, smart. Smart. Alan is getting killed here. Abdusatorov out-calculated him, yeah? Black has extra whole rook, but knight f5 is instant death. Instant death threat. This is the only move that doesn't lose immediately, yeah? And he finds it. But still, queen g3, queen h4, knight g4. Very tough. Alright, this should be a draw. This should also be a draw. This should be a win. But Bortnik is extremely resourceful. Extremely resourceful. Yeah, white wins. What happened in Vasily game? They're still playing, yeah? But Vasily is easy win now, yeah? Easy win. All pieces developed, huge attack. Rook e1 is the most obvious. Knight c4 is very pretty. Engine move. Huge difference, yeah? If knight gets to d6 and blocks the development, it's instant win, for sure. Alright. What do we got? Win. Looks like a draw, draw. Yeah, black is better. Erigaisi might win again. Wow. Huge fighting spirit in this guy. I like that. Huge fighting spirits. Getting so many bad positions. Because of his calculation, he survives them. Yeah. Nak was absolutely winning. He is absolutely winning still. Absolutely winning. It's like 100% win. Okay. All right. What else? What else we got? You don't know who was throwing sneakers at Bereev? Come on, Pavel. It was Nepo. Everybody knows it. What do you mean? If you have engines showing on your screen next to the board, what's so difficult to see the move and play them? Oops, child's play. All right. Check Gelfan's prep. Fine. Yeah, I think we looked at his game actually in the opening game. Yeah, it was good. Oh, where is it? Serrano is complicated position. Okay, I don't see it. Where is it? Sorry, my eyes are like not seeing anything. brain is shutting down. I see Oro. Where's Boris Gelfand? Maybe he is here actually, yeah? Yeah, probably he is here actually. Yeah, oh, he is in the top 30. Okay, nice. Okay, queen c2, important move. Stops the main lines, yeah? c5 is the main move, yeah? d4, I don't know this move. But that certainly looks like a prep, yeah? And black misplayed it, yeah? Yeah, you need to play a4, come on. Come on, man, it's so fucking obvious. You don't allow knight on b3. Jesus Christ. He didn't want to allow 95, 93 probably, yeah? But now white is just better. This pawn, bishop, a4. Critical, critical. See? Black didn't play a4. Now the pawn chain is connected, and this is very good. Benoni for white. And you have to play a4, try to push this pawn chain somehow, yeah. Okay, we don't fall for that cheapo. Okay, not bad. Yeah, it's actually Boris is back in the top 30. Very nice. Very nice. Vasily should be back in top 30, I think, also after this win. So what we got? Queen d3 is... Yeah, but the endgame is bad for white, yeah. Black is already, like, much better. So Regasi is kicking ass. Some people call him Erigaisi. I was like, anybody knows if that's correct? Fabi is suffering, but he is not lost. Yeah, it's not easy to win with white, yeah? Oh, this is bad. He missed a 5. Why is a 5 good? Because if you take, knight takes, you cannot take, yeah? And if knight takes and knight e7 coming, Fabi just missed a 5 completely. And Yesipenko will find it, I think. It's the only move, yeah? Yesipenko will find it undoubtedly. Oh, he didn't find it. Good. Yesipenko. He's probably looking at g4, g5 here. Bad move. My God. Fabi, not playing like an engine anymore. What is going on? Jesus. This is even a worse version for black than before. Rook d5. My God. And queen is moved away from the squares. Queen is coming. This is very bad. So he needs to move the queen, the bishop, and then queen f8. But it's very bad. Because bishop moves here, then rook b5. Force the trade, and the pawn goes. No, this is very bad. I mean, Fabi is like, come on, man. He's not in good form for sure. Getting older, you know. Is drum on the board? Why? What happened again? You gotta be kidding me. No. He finds the best moves. What's the problem? Oh, he missed this. Holy fuck. Holy fuck, he missed that. And black is okay, yeah? Jesus Christ, man. Holy shit. Black plays only with one queen and he makes a draw. That is unfair, to be honest. It doesn't seem fair. Vasily is probably absolutely crushed by this. Plus 14. Queen f8, rook b7, rook d8 wins the game. Resigns. resigns. Wow. Queen f6, nice touch. Why does it win though? Okay, knight d8 and queen h. Okay, that one also. Queen g7, queen f7 was made. And so is this, yeah. Yep. Yep. Yeah, okay, Regates will win this. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Yeah, it's absolutely winning. King just walks here. Or something. f5, king here, bishop hits the pawn. Yeah, but king just walks, yeah, to d5. Then king c5, king b4 wins the pawn. Grishuk wins. My god, knight f4 is horrible. Good job by Grishuk, to be honest. I'm very happy for him. Knight f3 is coming. Yeah, good job. Alright. And Sevian won. What happened? Oh, he played this. Oh, that's the position we saw, right? Take, take. Oh, he didn't. Oh, he played bishop b6. This doesn't look correct. First line. Wow. Sevian's been really working on those calculation stuff. Yeah. See, the knight finally landed on the square. And black king is weak. And the bishop should have been on f6. Which becomes obvious now, yeah? The bishop was on f6, the knight would never get here. He just gave this pawn, but there's why? g6, queen e7, obviously, yeah. Rook h6, queen e7. Yeah, it's lost actually, yeah. Perfect conversion by Sevian. Knight d5. Wow. Clean win. Very clean win by Sevian. And Alrizai is outplayed in a clean way. And Daniel lost, yeah. Why? Because he went passive, I think. He's actually pawn down. Black is pawn down, yeah. Oh, he blundered this rook b1. King h6, queen c1. No, that's the problem. That is the big problem. Yeah, now it's a win, yeah. Okay, so he blundered. But he should not have gone into this. Like, why would you allow this? This is kind of weird. Was he afraid of this? Then you play this, yeah. Okay, it's still a little bit easier for white to play, yeah, because you have this b4 as a trump. Yeah, it's still a little bit better for white, so it's unpleasant. Okay, so he didn't. So okay, so black didn't solve all his problems, yeah, and then he blundered. And now we have new leader, right? We should have now a new leader. So Duda takes over. Erigasi 1. So we have actually more than 1 leader. Grishuk. Bravo. Grishuk shares first place. First place with Duda and Erigasi. Bravo. Which means these guys, they joined the fourth, they're sharing the fourth place. They're back. Naka is back. All right. Fabi didn't make it. Naka is back in the race. That's what happens. Yep. Many people thought he would be able to play a second game with Jeans and then change, but officials have confirmed that Magnus will be disqualified for not changing in between rounds. What? Where did you read that? Come on, man. Where the fuck did you read that? Freedom Holding Corp. Sure, Freedom Fries. Reminds me of the Freedom Fries. Been there, done that. Gelfond won, so Gelfond is actually also very close. See guys how close this tournament is? All you have to do is win a couple of games and you're like right there. Incredible. So I have no idea what about the story about the jeans is. Designing jeans. Well, if this is true, I mean, the guy is playing in the tournament. I'm pretty sure he didn't bring extra pair of pants, for today's game, okay? I'm pretty sure guys like him, they don't bring like extra pair of pants for any trip they go. Yeah, they just good in jeans, looks cool, man. Yeah, comfortable, great. So he should send like some assistants or something, to buy him a suit. If they're playing in that area, there will be lots of great shops, yeah, which sell suits. He can easily solve this problem. So if this problem is real, which I really doubt it, okay? Come on, guys, this is Magnus. They're not gonna like fine him. They will make a deal, okay? That's what always happens. They will make a deal. All right. Well, Magnus already started Freestyle Chess Corp. Yeah. So you're not gonna start PCA. PCA, Gary Kasparov PCA was a lot better organized. It was way fairer, more democratic. It involved hundreds of grandmasters. They ran their own cycle. They did much better thing than what Magnus is doing. Magnus is running elite, super elite tournaments for his friends, buddies. He has a club where only 25 people are in this club. So he is pretty much running his private house events, okay? And he doesn't give a fuck about anybody. So he is doing what's best for him, makes easy money, and he doesn't care about running alternate organization. He doesn't want that. He doesn't want that pain, okay? Finding sponsors, running qualifiers, making it democratic for everybody. It's not gonna be like that. I don't think he's that kind of person. Yeah, he's like, hey, I'll find a sponsor. He'll sponsor me for the next 10 years, my tours, and I'll just play these tours. Everybody gets paid really good money. I'm set. All right, that's pretty much the thinking. And of course, he is gonna run his other businesses. He's got like several businesses or something, and they're all making money, so he's happy. Uh, why they named Freestyle? Because they needed a new name for the Fisher game, because Fisher game is already set. Is being I'm that's why I asked last time who patented the Fisher game. I'm pretty sure Bobby wanted to patent it, but I don't think he could. All right, so they needed to patent and run the official events, okay, where the events that they could control completely. So they organized this name change. Pretty much they stole the variant, all right, and they patented it. I think I might be mistaken, but I think they patented it, and they formed a corporation around this patent. And now they're running events, and they're private events pretty much, okay? Yeah, they're gonna say, oh, we run this qualifier and that qualifier is bullshit. Like, when you have 9 out of 10 people already seated in the money tournament, and then you have thousands of hungry GMs trying to qualify for the one spot, come on, man. It's disgusting, to be honest. Yeah. It has nothing to do with democracy, nothing to do with fair play, nothing to do with anything. It's just pure money grabbing stunt, okay? That's it. Yeah, I think they trademarked it. So I kind of find it incredible that poor Bobby Fischer, he invented the game to be played by everybody, and now his idea, his invention is being stolen and taken over by a bunch of guys who are making it an inside private event. Yeah, I think that's the worst. If Bobby learned about this, he would just like he would pretty much go full 180 from focusing on Karpov-Kasparov matches, and he would go after these guys. Okay, I am so certain. He was zeroing in on Kasparov-Karpov matches and talking about prearranged matches like so many years of his late life. Yeah, it was incredible actually. But I'm sure if he learned this, he would go 180. There's nothing wrong with being abducted by aliens. Okay, no comment on that. All right. I have no idea. There is one thing that Kirsan was actually very obsessed with paranormal, and everybody knows he went to Baba Vanga, okay, the famous prophet in Bulgaria at the time, and she actually predicted that he would become a big president of big companies or something, many years, right? So, speaking of Vanga, there is, not well known, but there is a successor to her. There is a girl in France who has pretty much same abilities as Vanga. I think she's alive, she's doing it, but there is not much information about that. Exactly, Mr. J-Bong, that's true too, yeah. Yeah, that's true. You can't afford to have that name appear on the screen. Well, I disagree. I think the correct thing would be actually to honor the man who invented the game and pay tribute to his chess character. Not his personal character, but the chess character. But in today's world of publicity, where you have to be politically correct, That might be suicidal for the big company, yeah, that's true. But then the question is chess that game we'll all play for the sake of the game, or is it just another big business like McDonald's? Yeah. And I think that's where we're going. We are moving from the stage where chess was considered to be an intellectual game. The grandmasters like treated like pariahs, yeah, and the world champion is like living god pretty much. And now what we think is that it doesn't matter. Yeah, that's actually very sad. That's what we're watching. Yeah, we're watching the name of our game being ground into dust, into being yet another simple business enterprise. That's what it is. Okay, and that's very sad. All right, so let's see what's going on. All the there's still people playing. Ooh, yeah, Yang Yu is gonna try to grind this game for sure. Yeah, I told you he is extremely dangerous, especially in the blitz and rapid games. Do we have everybody finished here? There's still some people playing. Pablo, you cannot win this. Come on, man, make a draw. Save everybody time. Eric Rosen, board 45. Trying to make a draw, and I think he's succeeding. Yeah, it should be a draw. Wong. You guys know who Wong is? Doctor Strange. Rings a bell? I don't think it's the same Wong, but okay. Wong. Yeah. But it's kind of cool that he is playing Ahmed. Oh my god, I'm sorry, it's just like, you know, cultural references are so huge. If you don't know why Ahmed is so funny, you should watch some good old Soviet classic movies like The White Sun of the Desert. Then you'll understand, okay? I don't know if I recommended that movie to you guys, but if you can get it with the subtitles, I highly recommend it. All right. Yeah, it's kind of, both names are huge cultural memes. Okay, references, huge. Again, watch this old Soviet classic movie. It's considered to be a classic. Okay, it's like in the golden circle of chess, Soviet movies. I mean, yes, I understand Soviet Union very evil, etc., etc. But some of their movies are absolutely gorgeous, fantastic. The art, yeah. All right, let me check this. This, all right, this movie. All right, it's a classic. You need to see this. All right, I highly recommend to everybody. It's actually kids friendly, pretty much. Okay, more or less. All right. I remember I saw this movie as a kid. Okay, it was fine. Okay, and you see this head? You see this guy's head? This is Ahmed. Pretty much. Okay, you got it. Yeah. Okay, that's okay. All right. comrade. Yeah, it's kind of funny, you know, it was so funny to hear that when I came to the US and they referred, you know, they made all these jokes about the comrade. Yeah, and then, you know, watching movies like Arnold Schwarzenegger, the Red Kid, it was like the epitome, yeah. Yeah, I think that was the golden era of the world, to be honest, pretty much. I mean, at least the US was. Anyway. All right, gentlemen, I think I'm done. I don't have energy left in me. Let's check the current standings. Pretty much all results are in, right? So we have 3 leaders at the top. Radisk is actually only half a point behind, which is why it's important to win early, because even if you lose the game like this, you're like still there, okay? And he's got same number of points as Nakamura, okay? Adusator beat Pichot, Sevian beat Alriza, no surprise actually. We don't know these guys, actually we know. And this guy lost finally. And yeah, this is actually a critical round, because if you lose at this stage, you have almost 0 chance to come back and fight for the top places. This round is kind of critical. Okay, next round is critical, absolutely critical. Then after the next round, we're gonna get more or less clear picture of who's gonna be at the top. Unless there's a big mess at the top, and then, you know, nothing is clear. But guys, it's like 12, and I want to wish you, like, again, good nights, have fun. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow's what, Saturday? Yeah, tomorrow for the final stretch. I might start actually later, because I noticed that I have enough energy to do like 2-3 rounds, but that's it. I'm running on fumes right now, okay? So tomorrow maybe I should commentate the last 3 rounds, not the first 3 rounds, okay? Or try to go 4 rounds, but, you know, conserve my energy, and you know, just, you know, brief comments on the first couple rounds, and then like full commentary mode in the last couple rounds. That should work, yeah. Yeah, I'm so sad about Vasily, at least this game. It was such a beautiful game. And this is extremely upsetting, man. I was like almost a beauty prize here. Alright, guys. Alright. Good night. See you tomorrow. Thanks for coming, and thanks for your support. People, don't forget. Your support makes my streaming possible, okay? Otherwise, I would be like completely indebted and probably like dead or something. All right, see you guys.